right, people.
Yeah.
We back at it.
Yeah, man.
DFW Shared Sessions podcast. I gotta say, man, shout out to the production crew, man. We just
listen.
We just elevating, man.
Man, we going another round higher. As the church folks say.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
We got the beautiful Professor Mel Will in the building.
Hey.
My good brother JL Groove.
Tis I.
I am Lucius by the way of Luke Paul Beats, and we got
your host with the most.
We got a guest. We got a good one, man. This gonna be a good time tonight, man.
Lou. I know I've said this before.
Yeah.
But I actually mean it this time.
Okay.
I think this is gonna be one of the ones.
Yeah, man.
Oh man.
I think this is gonna be one of the ones.
Yeah, well, we got one of Dallas' own, my good brother Cris Brenham.
Y'all clap it up for him one time.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for having me, brothers.
Yeah,
and
man.
sister.
Man,
Appreciate it.
How's your mental?
Ooh wee.
How are you? How's your mental?
My mental is. It's there.
Yeah.
It's there. Like
Okay.
a lot of musicians. We don't really get a chance to. I don't know the right word, but we don't get a chance to really throw out, I guess you could say. So I tend to hold a lot of stuff in.
Release.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
There we
yeah,
go,
I got
man.
you. Yeah, well,
appreciate it.
And you know what? That's true. Because our job is to make other people happy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Our job is to make other people happy. Well, man, we're starting deep already.
Yeah, man.
But our job is to make other people happy, make other people feel good.
Yeah.
We can be going through all the bullshit in the world,
every last one.
but that got to be put to the side in order to make, you know what I'm saying, the people that we playing for feel good.
For sure.
Yeah, for
Shout
sure.
out to Meds.
Got the homie Meds in the building.
He's on YouTube.
Mez.
Okay.
Meds.
And Keith Clark.
You.
Okay, bet. DFW Share Sessions. We are live and in color. The Fat Boys are together again.
Reunion. Fat Boys reunion.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so definitely appreciate y'all for tuning in. Y'all make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. all
Sure,
that good
for sure.
stuff. Like I said, the good brother Chris Brenham in the building, man. Lou, what you got?
Yeah, man. So let's go ahead and start from the beginning, man.
All
Let's,
right.
how'd you get started in this music scenario?
Oh man! So, believe it or not, I was a dancer.
Really?
Okay.
What kind of dancing?
What kind of
You was a
dancer?
shake dancer?
Not quite.
Was you one of them dancers with the pole on the
Right.
what you call it?
On the side? No. I tap ballet, jazz, and African.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
bro.
Okay.
So
Really?
yeah, I did
Okay.
that from 3 to 10. Okay.
That's interesting.
So I won all type of competitions. My back then the dance competitions were called showbiz,
Okay.
and I won all types of showbiz. They called my nickname was Lil Gregory Hines.
Okay.
Wow,
I
okay.
took all the tap number ones. Like I
Really?
was cold. Like I've been talking to my dance friends. I was like, I really want to get some more tap shoes just to see if I still got it.
I was gonna ask you, do you still
No,
dabble?
man, I want some tap shoes real bad.
Really?
Yeah, I do. Just to see how it feels again. But I danced from, like I said, from 3 to 10. I was a chronic asthmatic,
Okay.
and so my doctors put me on heavy steroids, and I started gaining weight.
Oh, okay.
So we did a lot of stuff shirtless, dance wise, and so my mom was like, "Okay, we're gonna cut the dancing because I don't want you to be embarrassed.
Right.
You know, I don't want you,
Stuff
going
is
out
starting to
there.
jiggle.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
got you.
yeah.
I got
Yeah,
you.
yeah. One of them hit you in your face. Yeah. We don't want that. So
Right.
I was like, man, I was cool because I mean I was out there losing my breath anyway because
Right.
of the asthma, right?
Right.
And so my mom plays. I'm actually the 5th generation musician
That's
in
dope.
my family.
That's
Oh,
dope.
okay.
So my mom been a minister of music for 50 years in the church. I just was able to retire her probably about maybe 6 or 7 years ago.
Park right there for a second. Kind of need you to park right there for a second.
Okay.
You was able. You were able to retire her.
Yeah.
You're able to retire your mother.
Yeah.
Dude, we got a beast in the building. I don't care what y'all talking about.
No.
Man, listen, dude, that's heavy, man.
Me and God.
Dude, that's heavy, man. And first of all, congratulations. That's dope to be able to be in the, because I would love to, like, my mom, my godparents, I would love to be able to say, hey man, house paid for it, everything paid for it.
We're still working on that.
Yeah,
we getting there.
But live the rest, just live the rest of your life. You know what I'm saying? Because those people deserve, especially the dope parents.
Yeah, for sure.
The BS parents, y'all gonna figure it out.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, my mom was, shout out to my mom. I know she's watching. She's been bugging me about the link since I told her about it.
I got you.
And so, but yeah, and another thing, going back to the mental, how my mental is, I caretake for my mom.
okay,
So she and I'm not telling her business, but she goes through some rheumatoid arthritis stuff.
Okay.
And so I was, she retired from DISD.
okay,
And so I was like, Mom, I know how stressful church.
yeah.
Everybody in here probably can tell you how stressful working in the church
Absolutely.
is. And and it's like I saw her breaking down quicker and quicker. I was like, it's the niggas.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And so I was like, let me take care of you.
Yeah.
Let me take care of you. You don't have to go back there.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
Right,
Right. And so I did that because she took care of me. And the Bible talks about that. It's like, once your parents start to get older, you're gonna have to take care of them as they took care of you.
Yeah.
So I saw I saw her decline, so I was like, yeah, let me go in. And so that's how I was
got
able
you.
to, retire her. And
Yeah.
so back to the mental part, it being a caretaker, and then like you said, people don't understand what we go through on the backside.
Absolutely.
I found joy in it, but it's stressful.
Absolutely.
And so Yeah, that's all a part of my mental.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so I have a chance to get away. My friends asked me the other day, like, how do you decompress? You game?
Yeah.
I don't game. I don't do none of that. I'm really a homebody.
I got you.
When I go play my gigs.
Yeah. Go
back to the
go
house.
back to the crib.
Yeah, bro.
I don't know, but you probably about to get back into tap dancing or something.
Man,
I'm telling you.
I may.
I'm telling you. Out of all of those styles, which one were your favorite growing up?
Tap.
Tap for sure.
Yeah, it would go tap, jazz, African, and then ballet.
Okay.
Yeah.
You could probably create your one-man show playing keys and tapping, man. Like set
well,
another type of
how
trend.
about that? About that part.
Shout out to the good homies in the building,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Got Frank Ward, Gino
Yo.
in the building. What's good, homie? K. Lou, we cool right now. In a couple more months, we about to not be cool, but you the homie for right now. Lauren Sanders in the building, man. Appreciate y'all so much. All the homies, man. And listen, hey, like, share, subscribe. Go tell somebody, man. Also, y'all can interact with us as well if y'all want to ask us questions. If y'all want to ask Chris questions. Shout out to Math Tracks in the building. And he said,
my brother.
He said Chris is one of them ones, one of the greatest people you will ever meet. I do not doubt that whatsoever. I don't doubt that whatsoever, man. So
I love all you guys, man.
yeah. So okay, growing up, so it started with the dancing, then you're fifth generation musician. So so now you're coming to your own as far as the music part.
Right.
All right. So get into that.
So now I'm 10 years old, right?
Okay.
And like I said, my mom played. So there's a piano in the house.
Mm-hmm.
So just a little bit about the piano. Lou can attest to this.
Yeah.
All the black keys are pentatonic.
Right.
So if you go and play all the black keys, you sound like you're doing something.
Right.
Right? So I would, come in from church on Sundays, I'll play all the black keys. Mom say, "You interested in piano?" All right. It's okay.
Yeah. It's okay.
It is what it is. She said, "Okay, let me teach you a song." So she taught me Order My Steps.
Okay.
That's my first song I ever learned how to play.
Okay.
So I learned all of the embellishments and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, this is pretty cool. And so it was this Baptist church that really loved investing in youth.
Okay.
And they asked me one Sunday morning, will you come and play Order My Steps for our church? We'll give you $250. At 10 years old, $250, that was like $2 million.
Oh,
absolutely.
Yeah. Right.
And so I was like, and my mom was like, yeah, he'll come.
Right.
And so she took me over there, and then she went and played for her church, and I think my grandma came and got me from playing where I was playing.
Quick question.
Yeah.
So when you went and played, was that all you did? Did you just play that song?
I played that song. Bro.
Wow, that's the easiest.
$250.
I can't even make that for 4
I'm
hours.
about to say, niggas is struggling to get that now.
Right.
For a whole service.
We're not struggling. We not.
Oh, we gonna get into that. We
Yeah.
definitely gonna get into that.
Okay.
But yeah.
And so at this point, I'm like, I might be on to something. So
Right.
Mom got me into formal training. Took my first lesson with Munya Logan. I don't know if she's a minister of music out at St. Luke United
Okay.
on 30.
Gotcha.
Took piano lessons from her and went from her to John Tatum. Started giving me even deeper classical stuff. And I went and auditioned for Griner
Okay.
Middle School. Got into their Exploratory Arts Academy and went from there to Arts Magnet.
Okay.
Got deep into the classical stuff. And my last year I got into jazz. And so when I went to school, went to college, my degree is in jazz. And so I just took over.
Got you. What college you went to?
Went to Central State University.
Okay.
And Wilberforce, Ohio.
Okay.
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 HBCU, brother.
So you went all the way out of town.
Yeah. So that's a story too.
Yeah. Okay. Talk about it.
I got accepted to this to Berkeley. I got accepted to New School. I got accepted to because Arts Magnet has a week called Senior Week.
Okay.
And like all these colleges come and recruit kids. But it was just a thing of, do I want to pay $40,000 a semester to go? You know?
Yeah.
And so my mom's friend called her and she said, it's this school in Ohio that's looking for out-of-state students and they're giving them, you know, money to go. So I applied and I got accepted. Me and my mom and one of her good friends, we got into a van. We packed the van. At this point, we wasn't thinking like just get there and buy the stuff there.
Right.
We just bought everything. People just giving us stuff. They gave me a refrigerator at the church.
Wow.
You know, it was like, we packed all this stuff and headed down to Ohio and got there. And they was like, "Oh, you don't have enough money to go here."
Wow.
And I was like, y'all couldn't have wrote me another letter
Right.
and said that?
Man.
That's crazy.
So I was like, oh no, I'm going to this school. I came all this way.
Right.
The lady asked me, she was like, you passed a bunch of schools to come here. I was like, I'm supposed to be here. I feel like I'm supposed to be here. You know?
Yeah.
And so I said, oh, I'm going to this school. And so this lady sent me up to another lady that was the assistant to the president.
Okay.
So I walk in there and she said, hey, how you doing? Blah, blah, blah. And she said, what's your name? I said, my name is Kristen Brenham. My real name is Kristen.
Kristen.
Yeah, everybody knows that.
Oh, okay.
So I said, my name is
Learn
Kristen
some
Brenham.
new stuff every day. I'm learning way too much about you. I
Yeah,
love
right.
it.
Yeah.
I love it.
So she said, Kristen Brenham. She said, oh. She lifted her desk. I lie to you not. My mom can attest to this. She lifted her desk calendar and pulled my application out. She said, oh, I've been waiting on you.
Really?
And so I was like, yeah, I don't have the money to go here. You know, that's what they tell me.
Yeah.
And so she was like, okay, so you get a book scholarship, right? I said, no, I don't, you know, I don't think my high school grades was that good.
Right.
She was like, okay, you get a book scholarship because I'm the one that approves them.
Oh, wow. Okay.
She says, you're out of state, so I'm going to raise your out of state money some more because I'm the one that approves it.
Wow.
She was like, you want to be in the choir, right? I was like, come on. Really, you want me to sing? No, that's not happening. I came here to play piano and get a jazz degree.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I came here to do.
Yeah.
She was like, okay. She said, hold on one second. She picked up her phone. She said, Professor Caldwell, I got a student coming to audition for the choir for you.
Okay.
And so I was like, I looked at my mom. I was like, is she deaf?
Yeah.
I don't want to sing. She said, okay, your choir audition is at 2:00.
Okay.
I was like, fine. So I went in there with a reprobate mind, you know, into the audition. Right. And so he called my name, the professor called my name, and he said, okay, what voice do you sing? I was like, I really, really wanted to say, nigga, I'm here to play. Right. Too many people didn't ask me that.
Right.
So I'm here to play. I said, I'm here to play piano. He was like, oh, you play piano? I said, yes, sir. He said, well, come play some piano. He said, what do you play? I said, what you want to hear? He said, it was a hymn book open on the piano. He said, well, play that in front of you. So I read through that hymn. He was like, okay. He said, what's your degree gonna be in? I said, jazz performance. He said, well, play some jazz. I played Spain by Chick Corea.
Okay.
He was like, okay. He said, you know any gospel?
Okay.
I was like, yeah, what you want to hear?
Yeah.
And he was like, you know Total Praise? I was like, yeah. Started playing Total Praise. everybody in the room got up and started singing, and like it was just like
Wow.
angelic
Yeah.
voices
Yeah.
because they can
They
we
can-
really sing.
Yeah.
Like they were nominated for a Grammy in '96. Like they were really really good singers. So they all started singing. Everybody was crying. My mom was crying, and I'm like, "What's wrong with y'all?" Yeah. And so my professor said, "How much money did you need?" He was like, I would say, I don't,
Yeah.
I said, you got to call Miss Jackson back and ask her. He's like, Mom, don't worry about it. I'm just write the rest of his money off.
Wow.
So that let
Talk
me
about
know.
favor.
You know,
Yeah.
man, for real.
Yeah.
And it's like,
That was all God.
that for real, man.
Yeah.
And I knew at that moment that I was supposed to have been there. With that choir, I saw 38 out of the 50 states touring with the choir.
Wow.
I saw China, Italy, Austria, Germany, parts of Amsterdam. It was amazing. And I called Miss Jackson my angel
Absolutely.
because when I got there, 2 weeks later, she passed away.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, she was supposed, and for her to have my application up under her,
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah.
like,
That's crazy.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
and her son was my first roommate on college. So it was like,
Yeah.
everything was
Jesus
just panning
Christ.
out to be what it was supposed to be. So
Lou, you got any shout tracks on there? It's about that
Man.
Mal said, eat.
Ishaba.
I'm not speaking tongues.
I couldn't even say it.
I'm telling you, man. That's wow.
Favor.
Wow, that's
So-
crazy. Right.
Yeah, definitely feel good.
Right.
But yeah, man. So music's been my journey, and I've been back in Dallas since 2011.
Since 2011.
Yeah.
Okay.
I missed from 2003 to 2011.
I got you.
Oh, okay.
I got you. But I mean, still, man. Even since you've been back, you've been, making a lot of noise since you've been back, man. You've
been
done
trying, bro.
you've done some really dope things, man. Since we're here, that was a great segue. So you've been back in Dallas since 2011.
2011, yeah.
So even from 2011 to now, what is your honest opinion about the Dallas music scene? Talk about it.
All right. I love my city.
Absolutely.
I love my city. And just, I talk a lot to my mother because we just spend a lot of time together.
Yeah.
And I asked her, I said, Mom, how was it back 50 years ago? Like, how was this? She said, it's the same way.
Really?
So she said, it's a curse on this city.
Oh, wow.
And I said, Mom, dig deeper.
Yeah. You got to unpack that.
Yeah, you gotta unpack that. She said, it's always been a jealous spirit over this city. Like, we've always been, circles. And then it's always been, I can do better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I always say, we are so talented. We are, as a city, we can put LA to sleep.
Absolutely.
We could put Nashville to sleep.
Absolutely.
We could put New York to sleep.
Yeah.
We can do a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
And if we don't start liking each other and start respecting each other the way that we should, it's going to keep declining. And I'm not speaking that on our city, but I'm just telling you the truth.
Like you're speaking from a realistic point of view.
Like we don't like each other.
Yeah.
And I found that out when we had this Dallas versus Houston.
Okay.
And And you can go up to, Houston has their cliques.
Yeah.
I say that, but you can drive 4 hours up the street and see the little people hanging with the big people.
Wow.
And the big people hanging with the little people.
Yeah.
Because they respect each other.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I've never spent any time in the Houston scene,
Yeah.
but just looking into it, that's what I see.
Yeah.
We don't get a chance to see that here, bro.
Absolutely not.
And it's like, if your circle can't get the job done,
Yeah.
it's just
It is what it is.
And I love my city. Again, I love my city, but we got to start liking each other, man.
Yeah.
We got to start loving on each other. Because we, just like the younger people coming in, they've fallen off too.
Absolutely.
And so, yeah, that's how I feel. And
So do you think even with the concept of like, okay, I get respecting each other, right? The liking each other part, is like, because first of all, I don't like 90% of people, right? But I respect who I respect. I work with who I work with, right? Do you think that there's a way that can happen without necessarily like liking and being buddy with people, but still having a certain amount of respect?
Oh yeah, for sure. You ain't got to go out to eat with them.
Yeah.
You ain't got to come spend the night, but let the respect be genuine.
I understood.
Let the respect be from the heart. And I saw a meme the other day. It was two guys hugging. Probably two guys hugging, but they were stabbing each other in the back.
Yeah.
And it's like, we get that all
Absolutely.
the time.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you killing, fool! You killing, and it's like, nigga, I hurt myself.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like, let's stop that.
Yeah.
And also another thing about the city, and I talk about this a lot, and anybody that's listening that's had a conversation with me, we've talked about this.
Shout out.
We lack mentorship.
True mentorship.
True mentorship.
Yeah.
We lack it, and anytime anybody asks me anything about my journey, I'm always willing to share.
Right.
Always willing to share because nobody shared with me.
Right.
And
I think I would say I don't think you're wrong at all. Me personally, I was fortunate enough to have my OGs and the people that I looked up to, and their thing with me was like, nah, bro, you're not ready yet. And what happens with a lot of cats, just kind of piggyback off of what you're saying, they say, yeah, you're not ready yet, and they just stop there. What
tell
happened?
me what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you're just throwing me away, and then there's nothing after that. There's no plan of action. There's no nothing after that. Fortunately enough for me, growing up, I wasn't even good enough to play for Offering. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't play for the Sunshine Band. But
wait till after church.
you know what I'm saying?
I think we all been booted.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, little homie, go ahead and get up. I got that push in the back plenty of times. But I also had, which I appreciate that because that caused me to grow up without a sense of entitlement. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't feel entitled to be anywhere. But even with that, now you're not ready yet, with that pushing them back, go ahead and get up. Afterwards, they were like, well, this is what you do. So you go home, you do that, then come back when you're ready.
Right.
And then when I was able to play for the Offering, okay, now this is how you play for Sunshine Band. Now this is how you do it. You know what I'm saying? And it was a build up process on the stage and off the stage, telling me how to act when you do go to somebody else's church and how you know respect their drum set like you respect yours. You don't beat the shit out your drum set at the church. Don't beat the shit. You know what I'm saying? Little stuff like that, and and that's what's missing.
Yeah,
you know, that type of mentorship is definitely missing.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I need to read some of these comments.
Got a lot of homies in the building.
Yeah, so Lawrence said, Cris, you've always been somebody to show love, bro. Thanks for you caring. So he appreciates you for caring about the people.
Yeah.
And then a lot of people are agreeing with you, but Lawrence also said telling a nigga he not ready is different than telling him that and helping him to be better.
Absolutely.
And then Polo said,
Polo in the building. What's
shout
good,
out
homie?
Polo.
What's up,
Now,
bro?
when you want to talk about people that I don't like, you know what I'm saying? It's not that I don't like Polo. What happens is he has hang time now, and he get beside himself. You know what I'm saying? When I first met him, it was this little struggling ass fro.
Yeah.
Now he got hang time, and he don't know how to act.
Well, see, I knew Polo when he was a little young tot.
Right.
You know
You know what I'm saying? He was built like a tot too, a tater. You know what I'm saying?
So Polo, y'all get off of him. Polo said a lot of times that you are not ready yet is because they see you as an underdog, though. It's got to be from genuine ones. That's what he said. Because there are those. I'm laughing at Dre Johnson comment, because there are those that are only trying to push people back from where they are supposed to go. Gatekeepers. I think we talked about that previously. Dre said he like your beard.
Dre, man, your beard. Me and Dre have had he used to be a singer in the Deep Ellum scene. And
her beard was popping too?
No, her beard was not popping.
Oh, okay.
But he may remember who I'm talking. I won't say her name. Who we're talking about, but she hugged me one day and she was like, "Oh, your beard," and then she said, "But it's not as great as Dre's beard."
Oh, wow.
I was like, "What does that mean?"
Dre Simp got one of the best beard units out here, man. Absolutely.
Not you.
Absolutely.
But Cris, can you talk about what Lawrence said what Polo said about gatekeeping? Excuse me, because I think he's one of the people who I think we talked about this a while back, him moving to Houston and everything and being exposed down there as well. Talk about gatekeeping down here and how that is affecting the Dallas music scene. Because you don't gatekeep. Do you?
No, I don't gatekeep. I don't even know.
So before you answer
I have a
that,
gate.
before you answer that question, can you talk about like gatekeeping here and how it happens, like here in Dallas?
How it happens?
Yeah.
For the people that don't know, what is gatekeeping?
Right. Let's start from there.
Gatekeeping.
What is gatekeeping?
What I think gatekeeping is
He said gatekeeping has been a pandemic in Dallas.
it's like you get this gig and you keep it till you're 80.
Yeah.
And it's like, we got
This is my gig.
these young guys.
Killing.
Just like, okay, I'll say this. As a lot of you know, I've been with Mandy since 2016, 2017.
Okay.
We've done so much good stuff together. And here recently, I've been extra busy, and it just hurt my heart because I always tell her, I say, let me know when you get a date. Like, don't even tell yourself when you got a date.
Right.
Call me first.
Call you first. Right.
So I can put it on my calendar
Yeah.
because I'm freelancing.
Right.
And first come, first serve.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so she was like, okay. So it got to be to a point to where I was doing a lot. And I was out of town, and so Aaron was moving from Ox over to Maine.
Got you.
And so
Shout out Aaron as well, man.
Shout out Aaron.
Get
We're
well,
definitely-
man. Get
Hey,
well
brother.
soon. Get well soon.
we're praying for you.
Absolutely.
I love you.
Yeah.
Get better. don't worry about these niggas.
Yeah.
These gigs gonna be here when you get back.
Right.
All right. Heal up. But, it's
Jeff Jones, what up?
I was okay. What's up, brother?
Yeah.
Jeff Jones. I was okay with him moving into that space because I've been there.
Yeah.
I've been there, and she's allowed me to see a lot of stuff. And so the new squad. I'm still OG squad. Right. The new squad is doing a great job, and I'm okay.
Yeah.
I'm okay, and it's just like, so that would be if I wasn't okay, it'd be like, no, this is my spot.
Right.
Well, no, it's not.
Right.
Not really.
not to,
Yeah. So, but
to me, gatekeeping is when you become a person. You become a person of certain influence, and not just with like your particular gig, but just with different opportunities. Period. Like let's just say for example, you have I'd say for a couple years in Deep Ellum, I was one of those guys that had a lot of say and a lot of influence, right? Like, and because my thing as far as doing business is concerned, I wasn't necessarily worried about getting cool with the cool kids. I was focused on the owners and the managers and stuff like that. That's who I was getting cool with.
Right.
That's why I was able to open up. Or not open up, but create a lane and a platform for certain venues like in Deep Ellum and stuff like that, right? So now you have this this little bit of influence. You have this little bit of influence, and you're able.
Sorry.
Not the sexy, like, yeah, we moving on up. You know what I'm saying? And
This is for the ladies tonight.
shout out to the homie Jose in the building, man.
Jose,
You know what I'm saying?
that's my guy.
Absolutely, we gotta
He
have
busy
him
too.
Have him and his brother on the pod soon. So having a little bit of say, having a little bit of influence, right? So now, when somebody come up to you, man, well, what band do you think? Or what person or what actor, blah blah blah, whatever, right? And then like, let's just say you have this act or this band that the talent is there, and what's dangerous about a lot of people of influence, a lot of their decisions, depending on who you are, a lot of the decisions are just simply based on whether I like you or not. Forget the fact that this band is talented, this band is professional, this band is on time, this band will rock a crowd, but you heard that he smashed a chick that you used to like 5 years ago, and you got an issue with him. You know what I'm saying? So you're not even gonna throw his name in the pot. To me, that's gatekeeping. You know what I'm saying? Or kind of like you said, being that older person and having this sense of jealousy because me, I'm a drummer. I'm 35 years old. Been drumming. I tell people all the time I came out of my mama with a pair of drumsticks. But then I see somebody like an AD. And be like, nah. You know what I'm saying? Having this like jealousy thing. Ain't nobody talking about AD like they talking about me. You know what I'm saying? Well, nigga, what have you done since 1985? You feel what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Why you got this young dude hungry, ready, on fire, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just using that as an example.
Yeah.
But it's like, that's gatekeeping to me. And like, that's one of those issues that need to stop.
I have a question for y'all. It just came to my cranium. Do you think older musicians, I'm not even going to say older, do you think musicians, period, they gatekeep also for fear of not having work? Because a lot of musicians don't have 9-to-5s to go along with the nightlife that they have with music, or they depend on the church to be their sole income along with what they do in Deep Ellum or whatever. But when you have other people coming up and they want to hold on to their $100 gig, and
My Lord.
at the Freeman because they scared that if it goes to somebody else, that's taking food out of their house, or instead of them finding another niche or finding something to supplement that income, they don't want to let go of that income. And
them the ones that got too comfortable.
I think it's deeper than that, but I'll let Cris answer first.
Lauren said, "Go get a job then."
Yeah, I mean, you do what you got to do. You know, I'm blessed. Thank you, God, to have never had a secular job.
Yeah.
Like, I've been music full time since I was born, or since I started doing music.
That's dope.
And so it's like,
dude, you got a $250 check at,
right.
at 10
for
to play one song.
Order my steps.
Yeah. But, you know, is yeah.
Well, Polo said that's definitely why they know that once that gig is gone, it's gone. And then Mav Track said the dumb ones. It's too much land in Texas to not find or create more gigs.
Absolutely.
And I think, Jay, you said that, like, why not the musicians? Why don't y'all go buy some bars? Why don't y'all go buy some venues? Why don't y'all go buy some stuff? And then now you're also the employer. You're also building a brand. You're also building a franchise or whatever. You're not solely depending on these $100 gigs.
Well, they can't because...
Well, we can't because we've been getting paid $100.
Right. that too. But then also 9 times out of 10, those dudes, they cars and their girl name, but that's neither here nor there. Shout out to Michelle. What's
Hi,
good?
Mama Michelle. She said, "Hey, Cris, my love."
So I
Michelle.
think me personally, I think it's a little bit deeper than that. I think once you get this sense of status, and to some people that status equates power, it's hard to let that go. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing. And I like what Mav said. Mav said the dumb ones, because if you think about it, let's just say you had your reign and had your time. At that point, your name or your status or whatever, that'll still be alive once you get a hold of one of these up and comings. Mentor them, let them get that shine. You know what I'm saying? And they might even surpass you. But I guess what? I guess when they get that Grammy. I guarantee when they get that Grammy or whatever it is that they striving for, I want to appreciate, thank God, thank my mama, and thank my OG Cris Brenham. Man, listen, Cris Brenham, he took me to the side, he taught me this, blah blah blah, and then now your name is gonna continue to be back. You know what I'm saying? That up and coming might be able to go to places, especially with all of the access that they have now.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They might be able to go places and take your name places that you yourself weren't able to take your name.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like, but it's
in
that
a sense of legacy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So it's being in the mindset for those people. Mel, to your question, I think it's just not being able to let go of that status.
I'm gonna go. I agree with you, but I wholeheartedly think and both said, but also if the Freeman gig is going to make or break your grocery budget, you was gonna be hungry anyway.
Absolutely.
And Polo says too many avenues. We literally are making money from our computers at this point.
Yeah.
And then Mav Trash said that they first have to have the fortitude, balls, to create beyond the stage.
They scared. Absolutely.
And then Lauren said, if your time is up, it's your responsibility to create space for the next guy.
Absolutely.
Now,
we agree.
I do. How many times I think longevity at residencies and stuff like that is cool. I think that's cool. But at what point do you say, okay, I'm not gonna put this residency in my budget for me to make it from day to day? I'm going to actually create something else. I'm going to actually not be lazy and content at where I am.
The magic word.
But actually get up and say, what else do I have to offer? Because you got to think about it. The world is ever evolving. And I'm a musician. I play the tambourine. The world is ever evolving. And
we were having such a good conversation, bro.
I have
You
to put that
doing
in
so
there.
good.
You have to literally think about what's next. And what's next is not what's next, how can I elevate where I'm at right now. What's next is like, okay, what can I bring in addition to what I'm doing, or who's next? Talk about who's next. Who can I put in this position? This was a startup for me. I got it to. I made it. I molded it. I talked to the owners and got the pay up to this point. Okay, who can I put this in this spot? I think Mavs talked. He said succession is necessary. Who can I put in this spot that's upcoming so I can go somewhere else? But musicians and singers do not think about that.
They don't.
I want to say this: there are now apps like in some similarities like Uber, to where musicians can find gigs or get gigs by just accepting and say yes or no through an app. I'm just letting that sink in.
No, you're not wrong. Like that go back to the being lazy part. But can I pivot just for a second? I think another thing too.
Master pivoter.
Absolutely. I think another thing too. I think sometimes a lot of musicians self-consciously lie to themselves. And what I mean by that is, a lot of times we play at these venues with built-in crowds. You feel what I'm saying? You play at these venues with these built-in crowds. Your spot is it has a great location on the public street, so it's always traffic in there. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, can you pull those same numbers if you go partner with another venue, do it by yourself, go partner with an event center, do it by yourself? It's like, yo, I'm selling tickets and still pack that place out. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, and yes, I get that.
Yeah.
I get that. And that's so true. But sometimes we are oversaturated as well.
Yeah.
And if I can see you for $10,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna pay $50 to go see you.
Absolutely.
Ooh,
Absolutely.
especially when you're performing the same thing.
Yeah.
The same set.
You know, and it's like why are we doing this?
Yeah.
I just got into something in Forney. And it's like, this is really good because nobody knows me out here.
Yeah.
That's a good perspective.
You know, it's like, now I get to make, I hate fans, but
Supporters.
I get to see, and you know, you never know when your homie might drive out to see you.
Right.
If you do it correctly.
No, right.
And that's why I say we have to support each other. That's another thing, we don't support each other. Like I don't mind. I done bought so many tickets to people's stuff here.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Even my OG,
Yeah.
you know, who is younger than me. Which
Okay.
is really weird.
Yeah. Okay.
But my OG has been my best friend for over 25. Club, maybe not 30 yet, but
Yeah.
Tehran Lockett.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
Shout out Tehran Lockett.
Tehran,
Yeah.
man. Like, when I got back to Dallas, he was the first one to say, come play. We're finna do this. This is how you do this. Get your gear. Get you this. And, you know, I'm gonna send you the music and blah blah. And my first show was with Johnny Stimson.
Okay.
And and Brad Cooper. We did this duo show. It was really cool. But yeah, he was charging what, $40 for his shows here when he was, you know, he would come back and do them, and I would pay.
Yeah.
Never, you know, never asked him for a comp ticket.
Yeah.
You know, and that's my guy. Like,
Absolutely.
that's one of my closest friends.
Right.
You know, and so it's like we gotta learn how to support each other.
Man,
Yeah, for sure.
Stuff like that. So, you know, Jeff, I don't know if he's still on,
Yeah,
but
he's still on.
that's why I like cats like Jeff Jones, and I'm always going to give cats like him his flowers, man, because he's one of those people that I always say do it the right way. Like the shows that he put on, he partners with a venue or he
Oh,
partners with somebody. He'll throw his own events and stuff like that, and he
Somewhere we ain't never been.
absolutely, absolutely. He'll throw an adult prom and he'll throw a party or something like that. Full band. The band is say I've never heard anybody be like, man, Jeff still ain't paying me, bro. I've never heard that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Quality music, quality events and stuff like that. And like there's a lot of times when he play, you know what I'm saying, I won't be able to pull up, but I'll buy a ticket. I'll just buy one just cause, you know what I'm saying, just go get that to somebody else. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like that type of support. That type of support is definitely necessary. Absolutely. Shout out to Mark Ayers in the building.
Who is that?
Shout out, cuzzo.
Mark Ayers in the building.
He came on my post early because when I asked you about
Yeah.
promo. He came on my post talking about don't get on that line.
That's the homie.
If
man.
anybody ever sees me and Mark's beef, it's not real beef.
Yeah,
It's not real beef.
I love a solid fake beef, man.
Oh man. Me and Mark Ayers go at it on Facebook all the time, and he's like, "You so arrogant." And in public, I walk past it.
Right,
won't say that to it.
Man, you were a part of this thing called the warm up.
Yeah.
You were a part of this thing called the warm up, and we've discussed the warm up before with previous guests. It's kind of like the Dallas American Idol type vibe or whatever. Talk about that experience, man. I know you were a guest host for a couple go arounds, man. How was that experience?
I was I was a guest host, not a host.
I mean, a guest judge. Guest judge. I'm sorry.
Judge.
Yeah.
And I was just going, and G was like, "Hey, bro, one of my judges can't make it tonight. Can you judge?" I was like, "Yeah, I'll tell them how bad they sound." And so I judged, and I ended up being the
You Simon?
No. I actually was like the Paula. I was I was so nice, bro.
Right.
I was mad at myself. I was so nice, but I told the people the truth. Like you need to. I told this one girl. I forgot what she was, but she. This is not bad.
Yeah.
She always sung under the pitch.
Okay.
And I told her, I said, go study 90s R&B. Because back then it was not any auto-tune.
Yeah.
90% of the people were under pitch, but it was such great music. So like stuff like Mary J, she would kill. And so the next week she came back and she sung a Mary J. It was blazing.
Wow.
Bro.
Really?
And it was just like, I
See, you didn't gatekeep right there.
I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't even have a definition for gatekeep. So
Yeah,
I don't even know how,
right.
So
That was dope.
yeah, but I found a way. And, some people could just chop your head off,
Right.
and it would just discourage you.
You ain't shit.
Right,
You ain't never gonna be.
What was that?
You stink.
right.
Get off my stage. Right.
And so but the warm up was cool, man. I was guest judge and became the judge in residence or whatever.
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
what G called it. He made something. Gino
Yeah.
always
He
makes some type of title for you, right?
he gonna be political about it and just make it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
So I was guest judge at the first venue, which he probably wants me to keep that, whatever.
Okay.
And then when it moved to Freeman, I was doing it over there.
Willie Lynch's.
Come on, man.
Oh.
Come on, man.
Oh,
No.
you know
sorry.
what? I saw that episode.
That's
was
mad.
good.
That's
It was a good episode. One of my
that was a
favorite
great
episodes.
Yeah,
Funny.
that nigga there.
Yeah, sorry,
That's
go
my
ahead.
guy. But it was so many like good moments with the warm up.
Yeah.
And the one that really stuck out to me was when they highlighted Beyonce. And my girl Jada Arnell won.
Okay.
And she's a Beyonce head. So.
Yeah.
But she's also an incredible artist. And
Yeah.
incredible talent, and that I get a chance to. And, you know, there's another thing. I'm about to be 39 in July.
Okay.
So
Dope.
I'm old.
Dope.
I'm old.
No, you're not old.
And so, but I found younger artists that I get a chance to work with, and they keep me on my toes, man.
Yeah.
They keep me on my toes,
Absolutely.
and so that's a word to encourage people that think, you know, is it too late for me to do this? No, it's not.
Absolutely not.
I look at Quincy all the time. We were just
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about Quincy. He didn't. I think his first Grammy was Thriller, and he was 50.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
that's about
something
right.
like that,
Yeah,
yeah.
something like that. But that encouraged me. You know,
Yeah.
that, you know, it's not too late.
Dude,
Keep some young blood around you.
dude, man, and I tell people that all the time, man. Like, I mean, even something like when you can go on YouTube and see like 80-year-old bodybuilders that just started when they were 70. You know what I'm saying? Like when you see stuff like that, I always think about the lady. So the first Black Panther, that older lady, she was like one of the tribe chiefs or whatever. She was like 80. That was her first role.
Really?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Wow.
She wasn't some world pronounced, you know, actress or something like
Then
that.
you got Morgan Freeman. You know, he
Yeah.
started when he was about 92.
Yeah, he was born 92.
Yeah.
That you know that so that's
Y'all
that's
so disrespectful.
Shout out to my boy. Shout out to my boy Morgan.
shout out to my
Smoke
boy.
crack, don't you?
You know what I'm saying? What was that, man? Because one of the things I love about you, outside of you being just a dope individual, you have a very, very solid resume, right? But
It's okay.
forget that humble shit, man. No, you have a very solid resume. What was that first like? Oh my God, gig that you got? That first gig, I'm playing for who? Oh wow. What was the first one?
Okay. 14. I was 14.
You was 14?
I was 14. I got a chance to perform on the stage of Carnegie Hall.
Oh wow.
And at the time, it was like, oh, it was just another big place.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm 14. I don't know what Carnegie Hall is.
Right.
you know, Until I get older and realize Michael Jackson hadn't played Carnegie Hall.
Yeah.
You know, and all these
Yeah.
big people haven't. You know, and I've sat on the stage, and I was just 14 years old.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, okay. Then I moved up to the White House.
Oh wow.
And I played for Clinton.
Okay.
I played for Obama's
Okay.
and Al Gore when he was vice president.
Oh,
Really?
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. And that was kind of shaking, you know.
Yeah.
Like, woof.
Yeah.
We're in the White House, you know. So, and then, you know, I've never been the starstruck guy.
I got you.
You know, it's like, I've shared the stage with CeCe Winans before, you know, when it was just like, you know, it wasn't like that.
Right.
But it was like,
I got you.
you know, I'm in the moment.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
and so, but the one that's like dear to me is when my good buddy King Logan called me. He was like, "Hey, bro, y'all know King? Do y'all know King? King Logan?
Not off the top
Producer?
of my head, no.
Okay, so he produced Icebox for
Omarion?
Omarion.
Okay.
Okay.
And a whole bunch of. When you got Timbaland number in your phone, you my friend of mine.
Yeah. Right.
You know,
Right.
but no, the King Logan is a great guy.
Okay.
He called me. He was like, "Bro, I got this track I'm doing. I need some soulful piano on it." I was like, "Got that?"
Yeah. Right.
That's my favorite.
Right.
I was like, "Where I need to come?" He was like, "He come to my studio." So I went to the studio, and I laid some Rhodes, and I laid a couple of piano tracks, and then I did this big string thing. And he was like, okay, cool. But got what I needed. You know how producers.
Yeah.
Got what I needed. And I'm finna be, and I'm thinking I'm finna be chopped and screwed.
Right.
You know? So, but he was like, oh, yeah, this is for Fred Hammond's record.
Wow.
So I'm on the I Will Trust Fred Hammond's record.
Okay.
A song called Is Mine. And then the next week he calls me, he was like, hey, I need them big strings again. I was like, okay. So I went in and laid some big string stuff. And probably like 5 days later, he was like, oh, so the song you did is the credit song for Terminator 5.
Wow.
And so if you're watching Terminator 5,
Right.
and you get to the credits, I haven't even seen that movie.
Really?
But,
Yeah.
but you get to that. I wrote all those string parts and piano parts for the outro.
That's dope.
5,
That's dope. Okay, so we like to talk about business, the business end of what you're talking about, because now you're talking about somebody with record credits, movie credits, and stuff like that.
Yes.
What's somebody who's trying to get in the game, and both of y'all can speak on this because both of y'all have, what I'm saying, those type credits. Like what's step number one to get in that lane of getting being able to play with like on movie tracks and stuff like that? What's step one?
Go ahead, Lou. You ain't talked all night.
All right. Shout out to all the homies in the building.
Wait,
Josh
before
Scott.
you talk, shout out to Mike Pugh.
What's up, Mike?
Shout out to Joshua Scott.
Hello, Michael.
Shout out to my brother Dwight Williams.
Dude, what up?
What up? Jace.
Is it?
Jay Scott. He's
That's
such
it,
a-
Lou. Now you can talk.
Okay, so far as getting in credits with TV, so this is basically what I did some years ago. I started first researching, just looking up stuff online, on stuff from YouTube, and realized that there are a lot of websites that has music libraries, and the thing that you will there. So for one, with all these websites and companies, you can't just send them stuff, or you can't just email the music. That's not how it's actually a policy with sending the music. So you gotta send them an email and ask them what is your policy for sending music. Then there's a person that will tell you how to go about doing it.
Okay.
Once you do that, and then you can send the music, and they'll let you know if it's a fit or not. Now, also, sending music, you gotta look up and see what's different styles of music to send. Whether it's something that sounds like pop music, something that sounds like electro, something that sounds like hip hop, trap, hip hop, R&B, all different genres. And you have two different. You have a regular, then you have an underscore. An underscore is something that's let's say you have something with some loud synths in it and piano and with the beat behind it. Well, the underscore would be without the loud synths.
Okay.
So it's something mellow. It could be under somebody because somebody may be speaking over the music. So then, along with that, is other things that you got to have a solid ending and all of that. So it's a lot of rules and certain things, but it's best to do that instead of just going out just sending stuff, because that could leave a bad mark on you sending music to companies or whatever. So
Gotcha.
that was my take. That's how I experienced and got in with sending music to companies.
Gotcha.
Shout out to Second to None Band.
Second to none. What up?
How
What up?
are you? Thank you for the shout
Ain't
out.
nobody hating, Mike. Ain't nobody hating. Nobody
He
worried
said
about
he said he still love you, fam.
you.
You're not gonna tell him you love him, babe.
Change the name.
Oh my
Go
gosh.
ahead.
Go ahead,
Go ahead, Chris.
Mr. Brenham.
I found out that doing sync licensing, which is, that is the way to go now.
So unpack that. What's sync licensing?
So it's where you have a track and you not necessarily give your song, but you can lease your song to them, or you still hold all of the
rights,
the rights
ownership.
to it.
Oh yeah.
And they sign the sync license. You know, well, you sign the paperwork for for them to be able to use what what you've created. So that's a good way. And then I think I saw I think it was Mark Ayers said relationship.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure,
That's
for sure.
huge.
That's number
Yeah.
one. Yeah,
That's really, really huge. Just like I said with King, like we already had a relationship, and he was saying, who can I? He made a whole Instagram post about it. He was like, I was needing some soulful keyboards, so I called my big homie Cris, and so this is like,
be good to people, they'll be good to you.
Yeah, that's 90% of it. The
Absolutely,
10, the other 10% is the music. So.
Y'all got a question from Jeff. He said, how do you get your residuals from the placement? Do you give them your SCOP ID info?
Exactly. Yep.
Or
He said more so from getting
BMI.
placed in the big film. Go ahead.
or BMI, ASCAP or BMI.
Yeah, Mark talked about BMI.
Yeah, BMI.
Yeah, it's whichever one you with that you
Yeah.
definitely got to have that because that's basically how you.
I know you
You'll
have to
get
be
your
you have to
credits.
be invited to CSAC, which I don't know if I think they deal more with movie stuff. But BMI and ASCAP are still two good ones.
Mav said, and register everything with Sound Exchange.
Yeah, man. I say IPI number.
Mm-hmm.
IPI number. What she said.
Yeah, you with ASCAP and Sound Exchange. Yeah, now you need to get into a sync licensing to where, and now it's a lot of pools out there that people just go and listen to the music and they grab what they need. I forgot. Oh, it was Johnny Stimson. He did some stuff back in the day with MTV and like he. The shows come and then they have these commercials that are like right before the show come back on, and his music was playing.
Dope.
Yeah, same thing that happens with the small stage of the Grammys. They have that they're performing for 1 or 2 minutes.
Yeah.
It's basically the same thing.
Gotcha.
Mav said, get your sync portfolio together and IMDb profile together.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, man. We all about giving good game. I'm gonna ask you
And
this. Go ahead.
No.
Go,
And also,
go ahead.
these artists that you do work with, make sure that they're registering the works that you do with All Music, because All Music is the only platform that the Grammys look at.
Really?
They don't tell you this.
Yeah.
They look at this, and I'm still trying to become a voting member.
Okay.
They say you need 12 credits in the past 3 years, 12 major credits. I had 11.
Wow.
And it was like, so now I think my 3 years up, so I now to start all over.
All over.
You gotta go
Wow.
all back through 12.
Yeah, I got to go back to all 12. So I was thinking about just doing some records on my computer and just putting them out.
Hey, why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
12 songs. But yeah.
Marcus Roberts, he said bumpers, quick 30 to 60 second soundtracks. Bumpers. Got you. Hey, man, look, we got the good.
That's good info.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man.
Ain't nobody talked about that yet.
Jingles is good too.
Yeah. Then you do a
Jingles
couple.
2000? Sorry, go ahead.
Then you do a couple jingles?
I've done
or
like
a jingle or
stuff I've done is like radio show and I think some episodes.
okay.
Yeah.
I got you. How does, and we got to go on break in a second, but how does one get in the jingle game? Same thing.
Same thing.
Same thing.
Same because the people that are looking for movie soundtracks, they're going for their companies too.
Gotcha.
It's all one big pool that everybody's music goes into.
And it's called All Music.
No, it's not. That's not called. I don't know. Mav might know.
I'm sure Mav knows
About the sync licensing pool, or which one is the best pool. But yeah,
I would guarantee Mav knows.
Yeah.
Lauren said hashtag cheat codes.
Absolutely,
And
man.
Joshua Scott said, get them 12 and help me get my first Grammy.
You already nominated for one.
Look at you.
And see, that's that convention talk that I don't.
Just being greedy, being long-eyed.
On Lecrae's record.
Shout out to the homie Josh Scott.
That's my song, the one that Tasha Cobb's on. You talking about that one?
I don't know, but I know. Jerry's the guy that does all of the vocal arranging.
He said I didn't win, fool.
Oh, you didn't? Oh man.
Oh man.
That's hilarious.
That's why it's important that we all go and get, be a part of the Grammys, so we can be a voting member,
right?
So we can vote for our friends.
Yeah, I mean, because that's what they do.
Yeah,
I mean, that's exactly what they do.
And then we can get in one big car and go down to the Austin to the Grammy party.
Yeah,
just rub elbows.
Right.
It's just,
network, all of that stuff, man.
Yeah, it's needed.
All of that stuff.
We need each other, but we don't like each other.
We don't like each other.
Somebody.
We don't like each other. I guess the platform that we were talking about, Mav said, Music Bed.
Okay, see,
Music Bed. That's the one.
I knew he would know.
Man, giving good gems, good jewels, man. We got the good brother Cris Brenham,
Yes, sir.
in the building, man, sitting down chopping it up with us.
Brothers.
We love it, man. We appreciate you taking taking time out your busy schedule, come kick it with us and stuff.
Yeah, man, for
Absolutely. Well, listen, we about to get into these ads real quick. Gonna take a real short break. As Lou would say, a real short cause for the pause. Hey, man, listen, y'all don't go anywhere. We will be right back. Please like, share, subscribe. We got a lot of ads, people offering services and stuff. If you have an ad,
Thank you.
okay.
Because
We got a lot. It's a lot of ads over here, y'all. Now we gotta Professor Mill knocking shit over. You know what I'm saying? But now, we do promo and stuff like that. So if y'all have anybody or you yourself, anything you're trying to promote, send it to us. Whether it's your music, your business, anything you got going on, send it to us. Promote it. We'll definitely put it on the. He said he flew in from Poland. That's hilarious. All right, man. DFW Chef Sessions. Don't bust that nut just yet.
Uh-oh.
His mama is watching.
She all right.
We'll be right back.
She know what a busted nut is.
gotta share this feeling. It feels good to be loved by you. It feels good to be loved by you. It feels good to be loved by you. It feels good to be loved by you.
See, I'm a photographer. You feel what I'm saying? So if they say a picture is worth 1,000 words, it's my job to make sure they hear every last one of them. I got you.
I finally did it. I finally finished my first ebook, From Overlooked to Overbook, the blueprint to a successful career as a musician. Y'all, I poured my heart and soul over this ebook, compiling information from many years of experience that I feel would be beneficial to anybody who's looking to level up their career as a musician. I got so many topics on there, 10 different topics on there, talking about EPKs, professionalism, the gear to use. Go over to my link in bio, check out my ebook, follow me as I give more daily tips in regards to this topic, to your future.
You don't have to be a used to be my angel, then you switched. You don't have to be a used to be my angel, then you switched. You just switch it to a
Finally we're here, and this is not a dream. It seems
We here, baby.
so
Safe.
real. Finally we're here, and this is not a dream. It seems so surreal.
Through mama's soft smile came a hard life. Became a lost child as a part-time. Devil talking, telling me.
You should know pleasure, seeking, dreaming, mystical, Pisces do it better. No matter the weather, baby. Before you fall in love with all this icy, you should know my love is deep, deeper than the high sea. Oh, it's deeper than the high sea. Step in the deep, better step close.
Magic, oh you got the magic, magic, I cannot imagine, magic, girl you got the magic, I cannot imagine, yeah, imagine.
Come on. They already know we back. Just come on.
All right,
Jesus. I literally just said Mike's going hot.
we're back.
We get yelled at over here, y'all.
God.
We're back.
Mike's going hot.
Once
I'm
again.
sorry, I asked a question.
I wasn't gonna yell at you, Cris, but you started it. I literally said Mike's going hot in 30.
We are back. So make sure you guys subscribe.
Wait.
To,
Okay, now go.
make sure you guys subscribe to our YouTube channel, DFW Shared Sessions. You can follow us on our Facebook page, the DFW Shared Sessions FB page.
You all right, Lou?
Yes, I'm good. Sometimes it's just the
You get excited.
the words just don't be wording sometimes.
Mark, I gotta get them because they don't listen. And then Cris' humble spirit is just.
Oh, man.
I thought he was gonna get on them, but they getting on him. Go ahead, Lou. Sorry.
We shall overcome.
Someday.
She's a producer, y'all, so she
Yeah.
can do that. It's fine. It's her job.
All right.
Mike's going hot. Me. I'm kidding. Go ahead.
So make sure you guys follow us on social media on TikTok and Instagram, DFW _ shared sessions. And if you would like to leave us some donations, y'all can hit us up on the Zelle, DFW shared sessions @gmail.com.
Turn to your neighbor and say that ain't much.
It ain't
That
much.
ain't much.
Ain't much at all. Oh, give thanks.
Joshua said, Chris ain't humble.
All right, so let's get to these social media feeds. Professor Mel Will, where can we find you on social media?
Yes, you can find me on all social media platforms under Professor Mel Will. That is Professor Mel Will.
All right. Thank you. And we really appreciate you, Professor Mel
You're
Will.
welcome.
I just want to put that in there.
See what you did, man? You done
love
scared Lou.
We love you on today.
You done scared Lou, just yelling at Lou, boy.
Yeah, man, I just want to be peaceful. JL Groove, where can we find you on social media, my good brother?
Man, you can find me on Facebook, JL Groove, Instagram, Who is JL Groove. If you want to ride this funk train, go ahead and get at me, Funk Your Feelings, if FUNKYO Feelings, Funk Your Feelings, not for you grammatically correct people, it's not Funk Your Feelings, Funk Your Feelings, Facebook, Instagram. Also, if you want to dabble in my conglomerate, that's called Another Groove Project. We do videography. We do funktography. Like I said, I know y'all have heard different versions of funktography around, but just definitely know you heard it here first, people. So yeah. Marketing, also merch. Get at me with the merch, man. That's the Fifth Level merch line, man. So we got shirts, hoodies, all that. It's too hot for hoodies, but it's something about these teenagers that love to wear hoodies in 90-degree weather. So if whatever, we got something. We got something for them too.
Crazy.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Foolishness.
I hate it, but yeah, we got something for them too. But yeah, so go ahead and get you some of that Fifth Level drip, the Funk You, and all the other stuff that we got. So yeah, that's
You
why
got
I'm
fluffy sizes?
I do.
Fluffy size.
I like
That's all
that.
right.
I feel like I'm the only one that use fluffy.
Oh, no.
I appreciate that. Yes.
That's all right.
Kindred
Fluffy.
spirits.
Yes.
Go ahead.
That's all right.
What you got, Lou? Where can they find you at?
Where can we find you?
So,
He said, "Drop that MySpace handle."
you can find me on Tumblr. No,
Right.
Oh, my God.
Like, does that place still exist? No,
Yes,
y'all
it
guys.
does.
Yes, it does. Absolutely, it absolutely exists.
Y'all guys can find me on TikTok, Lou Paul Beats, and Instagram, Lou Paul Beats. Also, I have new music out and available.
Yeah.
You can find on all streaming platforms.
what's up, man.
You just put in Lou Paul Beats, man. It's called name of the album is called Time Travel. And yeah, man, it's definitely a good listen. So add to your playlist.
I'm just fucking up.
Yeah.
Man, y'all.
So my good brother Chris Brenham, where can we find you
yeah.
on social media?
I'm gonna get docked. Is what
Oh,
I'm-
my
let's go.
God. Okay, my social media. So you can find me on Facebook /Chris Brenham. And that Chris is CRIS.
Yes.
If you put any H's in there,
Yeah, ain't
you
gonna
ain't
work.
gonna find it.
Yeah.
But that's on Facebook, and it's Chris Brenham or dot. What do they say now?
Dot.
Chris Brenham
He said period, Bruno.
on Instagram.
Right.
Hey, when I grew up,
Right.
that
It
was
was
a
a period. Right.
Yeah, that was on TikTok too. It's Chris Brenham.
Yeah.
Good job.
Brenham.
Right. That's what's up, man. Yo, you are a I Love Lucy fanatic.
Yes.
I gotta tell y'all this story,
I
man.
add you on Facebook.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
I
remember
I gotta
that.
tell y'all this story, and somebody tagged Takivia if she ain't doing nothing raising her 12 kids. But listen,
12.
Takivia has made the same baby 3 times, and I do not understand how that happened. All of them got the exact same everything, the same baby.
Stay daddy. Stay daddy.
But now, man, so a couple years back, Takivia threw she did a Secret Santa. I haven't done a Secret Santa myself since I was like a kid. For the Deep Ellum community, and I decided, I was like, okay, F it, why not? So pick names, I actually wound up picking Chris Brenham. I didn't. I had seen you around, hadn't really talked to you and stuff like that. But me, I like to do my research, so I'm deep diving doing my research, and I'm like, oh, he's a I Love Lucy head fanatic, you love I Love Lucy.
Yes, sir.
And so then I found out, well, she only wrote one official memoir. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, I think that'll be cool. Whatever, we ain't got it. And and this is another thing too. I had never really seen you make any expressions outside of just a regular face. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was actually my first time ever seeing you smile.
Really?
Absolutely.
Bro.
Cause you just always look chill, not mean or nothing, but you just always look chill, whatever, not really an expression type. Also around that time, I didn't we didn't know each other like that.
You're right.
And stuff like that.
Yeah,
So
you're right.
that was the first time I ever seen you smile, dude. And I was like, okay, yeah, we did good. What's your fascination with I Love Lucy?
And did you own the game?
There was a game?
Then you ain't real.
There was I Love
real.
Lucy game?
Yes, sir.
Like a board game?
Yes, sir.
Really?
Yes, sir. I
Oh.
used to have it.
Oh, next Secret Santa, we got you, Chris.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Like a Monopoly?
Sort of.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. I
We
didn't
used
know
to play
that.
it all the time.
Maybe I'm not real.
You're not real.
Okay.
You're not real. Imposter.
But let me ask this. Do you own the complete DVD?
I used to.
You're not real.
No. It's at my parents' house. We have them, but so when I started diving deep into I Love Lucy, then I went into the color versions, and then I went into the ones it was just her and Ethel with their own spinoff. I mean, so yeah.
The Lucy Show.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she divorced Ricky and
I'm
got
taking-
married. Yeah.
I'm taking you can play it as well. Play the theme music.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah.
So my
Don't change it to
one of my college sweethearts.
Okay.
She found the no, well, it is no lyrics. What I'm talking about, no lyrics.
yeah.
So she found the soundtrack and she wrote a Valentine song to me
Really?
on top of I Love Lucy's theme
Oh.
song. Yeah, well,
She definitely got it that night.
man,
Absolutely.
So
His mother is watching.
yeah, she is watching.
It was she got it in terms of her gift as
Yes,
well.
she got a gift. No, but what is my fascination? My fascination is
Okay, before you answer that, is it with Lucy, the TV show Lucy, or Lucille Ball? Lucy Ricardo or Lucille Ball?
It's with the show.
Gotcha. Okay.
She was a racist,
Okay.
so they say. I never.
I heard communist.
Yeah, I've heard that.
I heard communist. I
didn't hear racist. I heard
Whatever that means.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but the show was just. I can still watch the show today, and tears will be not from sadness, but I'm crying laughing.
Right.
And anybody that knows me knows, like, I'm funny
Yeah.
and I love to laugh.
Right.
And it's just, and also, and this is, my mother doesn't know this, but it was also for me to be rebellious because back in the day, my bedtime was 9 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
Lucy came on at 10.
Okay. Okay.
I stayed up to watch Lucy. You know, and so
She at home. Oh, really?
yeah. And so and it was just funny, man.
You know what's crazy? I've only seen one black person on I Love Lucy.
The Porter.
The Porter, yeah. It's on. Now that I think about it, there's only been one black person on I Love Lucy, and that scene was about as quick as a hood rat's ponytail.
I mean,
Okay.
it was short. I think his line was, "Yes, ma'am. Excuse me, ma'am."
yeah.
Like, that was it.
It was that. Yeah, Ricky gave him a tip, and then that was
Yeah,
it.
that was.
I don't even think Ricky looked him in his eyes. That's wild.
Did you ever watch the biopic? Because I got a Lucy about
Hate it.
And you hate it?
Hate it.
Well, but don't they have like?
Yeah, documentary.
Well, don't they have like
biopics.
more than one though? I think
This
wasn't
new
it
one-
more than one biopic? Lucy biopic?
I don't know.
I think so.
I feel like it was more than one.
I don't know.
But it is more than one. Because Prime Video.
Hate it.
Why did you hate it? What did you hate about
It
it?
was just they came out the bag. The first scene was like, Lucy is a communist. It's like, okay, let's talk about the show.
Yeah.
And
Do you have a bunch of Lucy paraphernalia?
I have trading cards. I have playing cards. I have a pen. I'm a pen collector.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I love pens. I'm a pen collector. I have pens. I love tons of Lucy pens. I have the full DVD.
Okay.
I have her on the
Unlike Professor Miller.
Yeah.
I do have the DVDs.
But she got me up. She got
Now
me
you
up.
got to go get the board game.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
gotta
I
get
was
the
about
board
to
game.
say, until you get the board game, I don't want her nothing.
I'm gonna be on eBay tonight.
Right.
I was about to say, because I don't think it's in stores.
I don't think they selling that no
that was
more.
years ago.
But
My mom loved you, Lucy, so that's how I.
Yeah, my mom too. My mom was I Love Lucy. You know what I'm saying? We
and
had
Lucille,
to,
her daughter we had the same birthday.
really.
Yeah, and that's
You
really
may
cool
want,
to me.
you may have won then, if you got.
Yeah.
If that's true.
Yeah.
Really, you giving up? You throwing in the white towel?
No, because until he can cop that board game,
Yeah, I'm gonna get
We'll see.
him. I'm gonna get him.
Lauren said, "Chris, best pen. What's your best pen?"
Best pen?
Yeah, you say you're a pen collector.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, best pen. I have an unofficial Grammy pen
Why? Okay, why is it unofficial?
because I haven't won one yet.
Okay, got you.
And it's what
Got
they
you.
give the winners.
Okay.
Before they started the medallions, they were
Okay.
giving them pens, like lapel pens.
Yeah.
Have a lapel pen, and I have my second best pen is a Fender Rhodes.
Okay.
Yeah, which I tell people all the time. Mom is texting me. Okay.
I'll whoop your ass when you get home, boy. I'll sit here and watch I Love Lucy.
Now play this Valentine song for me that you.
Right.
What was I saying? Oh, I tell people all the time, I'm not a pianist. I'm not a keyboardist. I'm not an organist. I'm a roadist.
Oh.
Like, if you want to hear me be in my element, put me behind the Fender Rhodes, and I'm
That's
in
it.
heaven.
You good.
Heaven.
You're a Fender Rhodist.
I own 3 of them.
Okay. Okay. I got you. Man, one thing I love about seeing you on stage, man, is definitely your your arrangements. You know what I'm saying? What's some of your favorite favorite rearrangements of certain tunes?
I don't know. I feel like I'm always doing something that not supposed to be done.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't think I have a favorite. I just feel like, I'm honored when I go out and hear it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
because they gonna steal it.
yeah, I mean, it's just like,
They gonna steal it. It's some stealers out here, y'all.
man, I what's the name? Willie what?
Willie Lynch's.
Yeah,
Willie Lynch's place.
Yeah.
I've heard so many things that I've done
Really?
bad, and I'm definitely not boasting, but it's
Yeah.
just like stuff that I know that has been created on the stages that I've been on.
Yeah.
And it's just, and I'm honored. Like, I have it.
Yeah.
Because, you know, that's why I don't mind sharing, you know, because the less empty I am, the more I can be filled up with something new.
That's
you know?
good. That's a bar.
So, you know, I just play on, brothers.
Yeah.
And sisters.
Yeah, keep playing my
Keep
shit.
playing. No, but I mean, I don't have a absolute favorite. All of them are my favorites.
Yeah.
You know, all of them are. Every time that I can sit behind a board, I plan on making my favorite music that night.
If Cris is putting together a band, if Cris is putting together
really
a band,
want me to get in trouble tonight.
what
He's a troublemaker.
what does he look for in his musicians?
Unity. And I say that because I do a lot of work with the Black Academy. Curtis King. Shout out Curtis King.
I was going to ask you about that. Yeah.
Do a lot of work there, and
I would love to have Curtis King on the pod. By the
oh
way.
my God, that would
if you
that would take
if you can help me make that happen,
everything to make that happen.
if you can help me make that happen, then I would. I'll buy if you can help me make that happen. I'll buy you your Lucy game. How bad you want it?
And tell them you don't want the used one because the actual game is very pricey. I just looked it up.
Really?
It's on eBay, but it says used.
How much is it?
Oh, eBay?
Yeah.
It's like $12 used.
Well, how much
On
is
Amazon, I saw one going for $70.
Oh, that's not bad.
That man just took his mom out of retirement. He can afford
Look,
that.
he looking it up.
No. I'm trying to see if my mom. Let's take some. So okay.
Mama Queen can try. Let's make it happen.
What was I about to say? I hate when that happens. That's how I know I'm getting old.
No, you good. We was talking about
Black
you at
Academy.
Black Academy.
Oh, Black Academy. Okay, so I do this. I MD the summer programs, which is for the past 2 years. Well, I've done it for 4 years. My first 2 years was MD by Xavier Jackson. Shout out to X. That's my guy. That was Michael Jackson and Beyonce. The next 2 years, I was honored to MD the summer programs, and we did Erykah Badu and Stevie Wonder. So after the first one that I MD'd, which was Erykah, Curtis comes up to me and says, and this is his words.
Yeah.
That shit was phenomenal. How you pull that shit off?
Yeah.
I was like, well, because I mean, I had 5 rhythm sections, 3 horns, and 9 background singers in the pit with me, right? So I told him, I said, it's 2 things. First, everybody in that pit, I have a relationship with.
Okay.
And everybody in that pit respects me. And I respect them back.
Right.
We have a relationship outside of music.
Okay.
Everybody in the pit.
Yeah.
I've either been to their house, we've shared dinner, we've been bowling, we've done something outside of music together, right? And so that affords the connection, you know, and I feel like if they trust me outside of the music, that when we get on stage or in a pit or wherever we're going to be, they're going to trust me to lead them to where we need to go.
Gotcha.
And so when I'm picking a band, I look for people that don't have egos.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And I look for people that are going to get the music played and have the right feeling up under, because we're musicians, we play with our hearts.
Right.
And if your heart is not right, I don't want to have anything to do with it.
Absolutely.
I one of the new younger guys, which will remain nameless, I feel everything.
Yeah.
And I felt like he had something against me.
Yeah.
Or something. It was something there. And I pulled him to the side. I was like, hey, what's this? What is this I'm feeling?
Yeah.
He was like, well, I just want to be you. I just want to, I feel like you got something that I need, and I feel like you don't. I said, well, we haven't had that conversation, and so don't give me that attitude, or don't give me that feeling that will push me away.
Yeah.
Tell me.
Yeah.
And so after we had that conversation, it was like, we're great friends now, and so
dope.
it's like, I don't deal with egos, bro.
Right.
I don't deal with egos,
Same.
and I don't deal with messy stuff. So as long as we're able to get together and be what we need to be outside of the music, then we can definitely share the stage together.
Yeah. And then like if you want to be that person, or if you want to be where they are, the last thing you want to do is push them away, because they got the information you need.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They have the information.
And I didn't know that you needed anything from me.
Right.
So-
Right.
And then I was able to give him what he needed.
Right.
And so it's, but no, no egos, no. And when I put together a band, it's some of the best players around, and I'm so humbled and so happy that they say yes.
That's what's up. That's dope.
So a question.
Yes,
So, when you been working in this field long as you have, what is like the worst experience you had? Like whether it's on a gig or it's been business, like the worst experience.
Worst experience. An artist telling me they're going to do X, Y, and Z, and when I get to the venue and I'm doing my part, finished doing my part, and they're giving me elemental P.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
It's like,
Right.
No, that's not what we.
That ain't what we agreed to.
That's not what
or
we
talked
discussed
about.
to.
Yeah.
And in the past 2 weeks, I've written a couple resignation letters. And just because I can't afford to have my name attached to things that look a certain way.
Yeah.
BS.
And
Yeah.
so I excuse myself from those things. So if you tell me, that would be my worst. Like you tell me what it is. If we're playing from 9 to 11 and you paying me $500, when 11:15 comes and you got $200,
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
no.
Hey,
And it's not always about the money.
Yeah.
But it's all about being upfront.
Yeah.
Business,
Integrity.
business. Yeah. And anybody that's had a conversation with me, I said, is 3 things that is more important than the music: your character, your integrity, and your reputation.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And as long as those 3 are intact, everything else is gonna come, bro.
My shout out to Bo Dove. He has this theory that have you ever seen that movie called Sing?
The cartoon?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the thing.
Okay.
I'm not a movie guy at all. I don't I hear about movies, but I think wasting 2 hours is just not what I want to do.
It's not a waste.
Okay. Okay.
Apparently you ain't got nothing to do.
Man, I'll be to the point now where I watch about 20 minutes of a movie. Yeah, like,
And then go to sleep.
And I go back, because I get sleepy real quick. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna come back to this and watch the rest of it, or I just watch piece by piece.
It's just It may be my attention span too.
Yeah,
Like,
a lot of that has happened with me.
Yeah, it's my
past few
attention
years.
span. It's like
Yeah.
the size of a pea.
The reason I asked that is because but like, have you like seen like?
I haven't seen.
You haven't seen Scene?
Yeah, I haven't
Okay,
seen
well,
Scene.
but there's a cartoon called Scene. Well, if you ever have a conversation with Bo Dove, he has a theory that the Scene is based off Curtis King and T-Ball.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
And
I have to watch it now. Man.
he said he really feel like somebody came to Dallas one day, saw Curtis King and T-Ball and Hayes ran and all that stuff, and went and made a cartoon and movie about
Really?
it. He feel like that's really his theory. And then if you see the dude who's running he actually kind of looks like a Curtis King.
Really?
Like
The hair and
That's funny.
Like that's the dude who run it.
Oh wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, got you.
You know what I'm
Got
saying?
you. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like yeah, like that.
Yeah.
It, like the way it's built and like all that other stuff. So yeah, so that's why I asked, like, have you ever seen Sing? And then when you see it, you're like, okay. Story about this theater.
Everybody has their Curtis King.
Yeah.
Has that Curtis King story. You know?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
But he is one of the greatest minds that I've ever worked with.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a genius in his own right.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. It has had the same hairstyle for like
I know 9 years.
I kind of feel like he was born like that. I kind of feel like he came out the womb like that. But no.
I literally saw a clip on Instagram the other day that was it was the Clark sisters at the I think it was the Meyerson.
Okay.
Something they were doing with the orchestra, and Curtis was running the show.
Really?
And I knew the camera was he was turned, his back was to the camera, and I was like, it's nobody but Curtis King. Nobody but Curtis King. Yeah.
Does keyboardists who transpose matter? Do they matter? And so this is my thing. This is my thing. Shout out to my homie Fred. Me and him, we debate heavily on this topic.
Okay.
On this topic, and I know it's not just us. I know like there's just this thing where you don't transpose, don't transpose. You should not transpose. Should never transpose. I wish I can cut the transpose. Cats act like they wish they can cut it out their keyboard. Transpose is the devil. Like whatever. So my Carter, yeah, right. But yeah, but nah. So I want to know. I want to know, how do you feel about like the transpose argument or conversation? Because my thing is, first of all, life ain't as hard as we make it. Do you know the tune? Are you efficient with your equipment? Now, should you be proficient in your craft? Should you know all 12 keys? Absolutely.
Absolutely.
You should definitely know all you should know all your keys. If you don't know all your keys, you should want to get to the point to where you wind up learning all your keys and stuff like that. But my thing is, do you know the tune? Can you play the tune? I really don't care about a transpose button. But that's my question to you. Like, what's your deal with the? What's your opinion on the whole transpose button conversation?
All right.
All right.
I'm going to open this part up by saying we've all had our days.
Right.
Okay? From a keyboardist standpoint.
Yeah.
I'll use an example. And this is an example that the musician world has been talking about a long time. Kevin Bond is a phenomenal gospel keyboardist.
Right.
Probably number one in everybody's book.
Okay.
He produced and played on Potter's House's Manifest, song called Manifest.
Okay.
And the song is in F sharp minor. chords. Stay with me, Lou. Okay. He transposed on the recording down to F minor. Based on, and I had a conversation with him about it, based on how F minor feels.
Okay.
F sharp minor feels a hell of a lot different than
most
F
definitely
minor
do.
does.
Yep.
And at that time, he was in record mode, and he was trying to make, well, not trying, he did make an incredible record.
Yeah.
And so, man, they bashed his head in.
Really?
But what I told them to do, go back to the Walter Hawkins record where he blazed through all 12 keys, Love Alive 4, on a grand piano, which you cannot transpose in.
Right, absolutely.
And he definitely touched at least one part of that album, all 12 keys. He touched them. And so I said, now y'all stop talking about this man because he can.
Yeah.
But it bothers me when you transpose and you can't.
Okay,
You know?
I get what you're saying.
So when you transpose, make sure, like I said, we've all had our days.
Yeah.
I don't do it.
Yeah.
I don't like to do it
Right.
because at any moment, if a singer is singing, they do this, and now you fumbling for a butt.
That
I have
is
a
such a
story.
pet peeve
I
of
have a-
mine. That is such a pet peeve.
I got to tell a brief story.
Uh-huh.
So I was at a gig with actually D'Anthony.
Takivia, Eric was talking about you. He said you had 12 kids.
Shout out to Kivia.
And then he told somebody to tag you.
Shout out
That's
to
what
Kivia.
happened.
To Kivia, I was talking about we were talking about the Secret Santa thing. You missed it. You missed that. But shout out to you though for that Secret Santa thing. If you bring it back, I'll think about it.
Yeah. All right. So
Please bring it back because we need stuff to do,
The camaraderie.
not stuff.
I would say this, Lou. Don't forget what you're about to say.
No, go ahead, Lou.
I'll say this one thing. I'll say this one thing about that thing about what Takivia did and that Secret Santa thing. You can tell that everybody that bought a get in, and mind you, Secret Santa, you're not supposed to spend like over $25 or whatever.
We spend money.
Well, some of us get, but still, but it's like you could tell that everybody put some type of thought into what they got the other person. It wasn't like didn't nobody give nobody no bullshit. You feel what I'm saying?
You're right.
You can tell it was people tearing up in there. It was people like it was a really dope situation. So shout out to Takivia for that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, what you got, Lou?
all right. So we were talking about transposing.
Right.
So quick story. I wasn't even on this gig. I was just hanging. D'Anthony had this gig, and it was I think it was kind of like a gospel function or something. Anyway, so this keyboard player that played for this lady. He was just there to play for the lady, but this guy transposes. So the lady started singing, and he was all with her, and then she just jumped to another key just out of nowhere, and he just stopped playing, and he just kind of looked over at me, like, I don't know this song, and I don't know what. So I knew the song. I just wouldn't just play the song. And whatever the key was, I couldn't even transpose back because I didn't know the keyboard.
Yeah.
But those are the type of things that could put a hinder on your spirit if you transpose.
Yeah. I just had this happen to me yesterday.
Oh wow.
Went to this church after I had churched all day.
Okay.
I went to an evening service that I had to play and got up to the keyboard. Now this is what I wish I do have. I wish I had perfect pitch.
Okay.
My relative is pretty great,
Yeah.
but that perfect. So I sat at the keyboard and they looked at me to start the song. And my musical dad, which is on the organ, which is Stanley Hill from Lord's Missionary.
Yeah.
So he's hitting. Now we're supposed to be playing an A flat.
Okay.
He's hitting. He's on the organ, which is non-transposed.
Yeah.
He's hitting A flat. As I'm playing the introduction, The keyboard's transposed. The guy that was playing before me transposed the keyboard.
Oh,
And then
okay.
did
then
bring it back.
change it back.
Now that might be.
Yeah, I've done
I'll save that.
Yeah. Talk about it.
No,
people do that.
but it's like if you're gonna do it, and you know most people are coming back, coming to play after you, have the courtesy to change it back.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
And so I was playing to the ear. I was playing in F sharp, and he was playing in A flat. He's hitting, and so I hold up my hands like, no, we got to start this over.
Yeah.
And so, and he screams out loud in the church service. The keyboard is transposed. Whoever was playing the keyboard didn't transpose back to the regular setting. And so the minister music flies up to the keyboard and it's like, yeah, Doc, you gotta I'm like, so the audience is sitting there watching this.
Oh man, that is.
And I
funny.
had to wait till the keyboard had loaded back up again, and he's like, "No, it's still gonna be transposed down. They got it locked into this keyboard."
Oh wow.
And I'm like, "That's you got
was
keep." It was a Chrome,
Oh wow.
Core Chrome, yeah. But yeah,
That's funny.
yeah. So
Yeah.
once it got back up, I was like, "Oh, here you go, A flat."
Right.
Yeah.
There you go. I've been looking for you.
Yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
So don't transpose.
Don't transpose. Okay.
Oh wait,
that's
say it again.
Don't transpose.
Don't transpose.
Learn your keys, brothers.
Do it for us, for our sakes. So we won't have to be mixed up in other keys.
for your own
Playing
soul's
behind
sake.
y'all.
And it's easy. All you gotta do is find your favorite flat key, and just move everything up a half step.
Yeah.
And if you like E flat, build your chord in whatever chord it is, move it up a half step, and that is an E.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got it.
Do you teach any?
I do, man. My best friend, Brenham Johnson, has been telling me for years that I'm supposed to be teaching. And
I definitely see that in you. Cause you seem like you somewhat have the patience for it. Me
I
personally,
don't.
you okay, but you seem like you would be a dope teacher though.
I am. I like teaching kids that want to know themselves.
Got you.
And not that their parents. You know, some
Gotcha,
parents they see the musicians working in the church and they see these how much your music for? They making $1,500 a Sunday. They want their kids to. They want their 10-year-old to make $250. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so the parent wants the kid to learn,
But the kid.
but the kid
Right.
want to be a linebacker or a quarterback.
Right.
You know, and so it's like they wasting my time.
Right.
I'll take your money,
Yeah. Right.
but I don't want to waste my time either.
yeah.
You know, so it's like.
For me, I don't have a temperament. Kind of for that same reason. And then you'll have some of these parents like that will come back and blame you for their kids' lack of progress.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and it's like,
no, they didn't practice.
yeah, you can tell they not at home practicing, and you're not making them practice. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, nah, don't blame me.
Thank you, Gino, for the stars.
Shout out for the stars, Gino. Appreciate y'all so much, man. So let me ask, this is a very important question. Like I said, you grew up in church, and you know, I know you've seen a lot, experienced a lot, done a lot. How do you really feel about tambourine players in church?
Tambourine players in church.
Or I'm not gonna say tambourine players. People that just come up and just grab the tambourine and want to play with them. How do you feel about those people? Should tambourines be banned in church?
Now you're going too far.
No, because the Bible says, "Praise Him with the
Timberland
dance."
Yes.
And timbrel is, you know, that's a little tambourine-ish.
What was the first instrument that was played when they got over the Red Sea?
The harp.
No.
The washboard.
No. It was the tambourine.
But what was the instrument that cast the demon out?
We ain't talking about that. We talking about the first instrument that was played when they got over.
So y'all can shout, but y'all don't want to be delivered. Is what you're saying?
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Don't do that. We talking about tambourines. We ain't talking about no heart.
I feel like tambourine. If you're gonna be a tambourine player, you need to come to rehearsal
Okay.
because your shaker shake shake ain't going without bake. And then you need to be on top of that loop too.
Yeah.
And y'all be playing behind, and then the acoustics in these churches.
Yeah.
You know, you can be on road 9,
Right.
and I'm sitting back here on road 20.
Yeah.
And your playing ain't matching what's going on up on stage, and now you
throwing
now
out
you
the...
gotta go to hell because I hear this loop, and your tambourine ain't ringing.
He said, "Now you gotta go to hell."
Killing the spirit.
Now you gotta go.
I have a message for the lovely tambourine players out there. If Professor Mel will, if you would have my guy talk to the tambourine players out there, please. If you would.
Wait, before I do this,
Uh-huh.
do you want me to mute y'all mics?
Yeah.
Cause y'all gonna be talking.
Yeah.
Oh, bear with me.
Yeah, because it need to be said. It's just some things about tambourines that just need to be
Now,
said.
Professor Mel, you look like a mean alto.
I look like a mean alto.
A mean alto.
Come on, spirit of discernment.
I
You
know.
see alto?
I am.
Yeah, I know. I know what altos look like.
Wait, what that mean?
You look like an alto.
Oh, that's a good thing.
Yeah, you look like one of them Ricky Dillard altos.
Nah.
No. Okay.
These are with the. Nah, I can't even.
That vibrato.
Yeah, I can't. My mouth don't shake that fast anyway.
That's all right.
Speak,
you,
Lord.
You sing.
Speak, Lord.
This nigga here.
Hush and watch this video. Oh, I just say it again. Tell them again.
We trying new stuff, people. Y'all
yeah,
bear
my
with
bad. I gotta multitask.
us. Yeah.
Oh, y'all, hold on. It is plugged in. Can y'all hear it?
It was just working. Was that what you did before?
Yeah, before we started.
Is it unmuted? It's unmuted. No. Oh, no, we're not on mute. My bad, y'all.
Is your system?
Y'all, hold
is
on
your
1
system?
second.
Is your system preferences to the interface?
Yeah. We tested it during
it worked during testing.
yeah. Well, are you being messy towards us tambourine player? Because it may be the work of the Lord.
Kumbaya, my
mic's still muted.
Lord.
Firstly,
y'all.
to the percussionists out there, I want to say thank you for your service. What I'm about to say, I hope you don't take any offense to it. But I think we're gonna need to ban all tambourines. Not because you've done anything wrong. It's just that anyone can get their hands on a tambourine and mash up the whole run-ins. There are only 5% of tambourine users that understand the instrument. This 5% are willing to dislocate a shoulder for the cause. The 95 have ruined it. For all you guys, I've done research, extensive research. I know about the evolution of tambourines, how they first came with, you know that thing with the skin? This one? Yeah. And that went away. And now they got just the empty shell with 2-inch splash cymbals on it. And it has 0 dynamics. And I mean 0. It's either on or it's off. Period. I'm not saying it's a terrible instrument now. What I'm saying is that it's a distraction at the best of times. So it makes more sense to put a worldwide ban on all tambourines.
Yes.
Especially in church. That should have been locked off a long time ago. But again, percussionists, thank you for your service.
Yeah. Unmute the mic.
You already muted.
Yeah.
You was on mute the whole
Yeah.
time.
Speak, brother. I just love a good Raymond word from the Lord. That's what I love.
Now it is a tambourine lady. Her name, we know her as Tambourine Ruby.
Yeah,
Oh,
Miss
yeah, yeah.
Ruby.
Oh, yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
we love her.
She can play with me any day.
Oh yeah, for sure. She's a staple. She is a staple in the church community. Absolutely.
Yeah. Now that's how you play. If you're not playing like that,
Hey, you seen her lately? She been having her glove on.
oh yeah,
Oh, baby.
she got a glove
And
and
she
a
ain't look
brace.
like she done aged
At all.
At all. You know God is with her.
Ooh.
God.
And she still be jumping and flipping.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would like to see
planted
her
behind her
elbows.
back.
Are we back up on the?
Yes.
Can you put us back up on there?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, that I just feel like that need to be said. That need to be said. Worldwide ban. I got tagged in that video like 3 times by 4 different people.
Really?
I know what I said. Yeah. People, Cris, I have an arch nemesis at my church. She doesn't know this, but I call her older lady at church I play for. I call her my arch nemesis.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna show her all your.
She is that. I hope she sees them. I hope she sees them. But I'm definitely like, bro, I really want somebody to take this tambourine away. It is bad. It is terrible.
Yeah.
It is terrible.
And I could imagine for a drummer too.
Oh, it is bad.
Like,
Because then what happened, and what happens when it sounds as if the beat is off, they look at you. Y'all not looking
you
at
the one that's off.
Y'all not looking at
It's
sister.
true. We will look at y'all in a minute and be like, "Why y'all?"
Y'all not looking at
funny.
Sister Summer Sausage. Y'all looking at me.
Yes.
You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, oh, yeah. So yeah, I call her my arch nemesis.
What did she do this Sunday that made you want to play that clip?
First of all,
Because I don't think.
First of all, my past couple Sundays have been grand. They have been swell. She hasn't been there the past couple Sundays.
I often say she must not be there.
She has not been there the past couple Sundays. She came back this particular Sunday, dressed in all white.
Pentecost.
Dressed in all
Pentecost
Pentecost Sunday.
Dressed in all. She was ready to go. She was there on time. And then that's the other thing. Normally when she come in, she don't come in until like later. She was there from the top of the service to the end.
Oh, she's like, I'm letting them have it
On the
today.
front row.
Second, the third row. But she normally sit in the bike. She normally sit back there. But church was a little packed this Sunday. So then, she wound up sitting where she was sitting at. I'm like, oh my goodness. Now I leave. It's some other musicians there too. Some other musicians there. As I'm walking out, they decide they want to like kind of shed a little bit. She goes over and starts playing with them
After church.
after church.
She wanted to share it too.
I'm like, yeah, let me.
Gotta be a part of everything.
I get at y'all later. I walk clean on that.
See, that was your opening.
To do what?
To rebuke her.
Yeah. That and to say, Sister Summer Sausage, this is the beat we're going to play on.
Yeah.
But so I'm not gonna lie. That's
why they kind of come to rehearsal.
Yeah.
That's what I said. They need to come to rehearsal.
But this is what I do. A lot of times I just stop flat out playing.
Why don't you?
I just stop flat out playing, and I want y'all to hear this. I want y'all to hear what I'm hearing. So it ain't the drums.
Why don't you do what we've been talking about this whole night, and why don't you just teach her?
Wait a minute. How old is
He said he don't have the temperament. Remember,
Oh, she up there. She
don't have the patience.
one foot
she
in,
been
one foot
playing
out.
for 50 years. She
Probably.
ain't going to hear none of that.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, she ain't no
exactly.
ways.
Again, the only time I've seen somebody have a whole Baptist fit with the tambourine in their hand and not let it go.
Oh.
Us just trying to take the tambourine, she not letting the tambourine go,
Dang.
and still doing and having a whole on the floor on her back. It was bad.
She got a case for it too?
No,
Oh. She ain't that bad.
Oh, yeah, she the one that keep they got the new tambourines out.
yeah,
Golden-
I hate it. I
Golden
hate it.
bells on
So
gold rims.
shout out to my arch nemesis,
Sister Summer Sausage.
Sister Summer Solid, Cris Brenham. We definitely appreciate you taking the time out to come sit down and talk to us, man. We want to get into our recurring segments, just deep dive, get to know our guests a little bit more.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So we got a couple things that we like to add. So this first one is the top 5.
Okay.
Now, it doesn't have to be in any particular order. One thing that I've come to find out about you, because we do our research here on DFW Shed Sessions, you are a cologne connoisseur.
Oh, man.
You are a cologne connoisseur.
Yeah.
That's you are one of the people that's definitely gonna smell good and dress good, and you carry yourself very well.
Appreciate that, brother.
Top 5 don't have to be in any particular order. What are your top 5 colognes?
And what is that you got on tonight?
See,
Is all I want to know.
smell that nigga through the camera.
Well, okay, all right. Tonight I'm wearing, it's layered.
See,
So
that's what I'm talking about.
my base is Le Labo, lavender, and my top layer is Young Rose by Barredo.
Okay, that's what you. That's
what I
tonight.
have on now.
Yeah,
But okay, and here's the thing.
talk about it.
Y'all can go by what I just said,
And it not smell
and
the
you're
same.
not gonna smell like me
Yeah, absolutely.
because
Absolutely.
you don't know my bath routine.
Yeah.
You don't know what kind of
Moisturizer you use.
moisturizers. You don't know the. Yeah, it's a method.
It's a whole thing.
It's a method.
You
to
could
it.
tell with
it's
you,
a
man.
method, bro.
You could.
It's all based on body chemistry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So, but my top 5. I'll start with
Curve.
mine. Actually, you're being funny, but it's great.
Curve ain't bad.
Curve is not bad at all.
Yeah.
But I was wearing Curve.
Yeah, right. That's the 6th grade. Type shit.
High school.
No, Neiman's has this brand called, and it's only sold at Neiman's. It's called Mind Games.
Okay.
Incredible line. Mason, Francis Kirkendall,
Okay.
Kirkendall, has their whole line. You probably smell everybody wearing Baccarat.
Yeah.
Right. But they have a lot of other great. Joe Malone.
Okay.
I love Joe Malone's. I love Tom Ford's. I love Barredo. I probably done gave you more than 5, but
No, you at 5 right now.
I'm at 5 right
Yeah.
now.
You got one more.
Oh, my best friend turned me on to this Frederick Mall,
Okay.
and it's all of those people have great lines.
Yeah.
and you can always find something that fits you.
Got you.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah.
Like, later on, we're gonna have to get into the, because Cologne's got seasons too.
Yes,
You
for
know
sure.
what I'm saying? So,
For sure.
so going back, like when you talk about like your routine and stuff like that, the season that it is, whether it's super hot outside, cold outside, that makes a difference too.
Yeah.
And how,
So
now I
the-
haven't gotten into layering and stuff like that. I'm gonna choose that one that I want and then be done with my day.
And it's all layering. I got into layering by going to bed.
Okay, what does that mean? Unpack that.
So, you get done getting ready to go to bed and be like, oh, let me try this. And I spray this, and then I spray some on top of. I don't like that. And then I go to the other hand, spray. Now I like this combo.
Yeah.
And then I do a combo here, and then I'm sniffing myself all night long, And so, yeah, right.
Gotcha.
And so, but and I'm into the seasons too. Like
Yeah.
we're getting into summer, so you want to go fresh and floral.
Yeah.
And then when it start to get cold, you want to go into woods and like cashmere, and stuff like that. So
got
more
you.
warmer stuff.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. All right, cool. All right, man. So, moving on, we call this one playing in the wrong key.
Let me say this.
Go
Let me
ahead.
say this one. While we here, for my guys of the fluff community,
And moo-moos.
it is okay to take care of yourself. You can be big, be fashionable, and you can be big and smell good.
Talk about it.
It is a stereotype for fat guys to be fat and funky, or moo-moos to be fat and funky, and that's my mom taught me. She said, make sure your head is together and your feet is together.
Yeah.
Anything in the middle, you can explore.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm always gonna have a haircut.
Right.
And I'm always gonna make sure I got some good shoes on my feet.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So I was saying that to say, big guys, take care of yourselves.
Yeah.
And go to the doctor, make sure you're healthy.
Yeah.
My doctor calls me a fat, healthy boy.
Right.
So
There's definitely a such thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
So and then you can look good.
Yeah.
You can look good and still be of the fluff persuasion.
Yeah.
That's
Get
actually
you a-
more attractive.
Get you a girdle. Now this is a thing.
Okay.
This is a thing.
Okay.
Please explain.
Get you a. It's not a girdle for men. It's a shaper. That's
Okay.
what they call them. Get you a shaper and it'll make your clothes flow better. Your titties won't be.
Right.
Big guys, it's out here for us.
Yeah.
So especially if you're in the industry that we're in.
Yeah.
We're seen.
Yeah.
They
absolutely.
see us before they hear us. And so
Boy,
make
spending
sure
all the game tonight. boy.
make sure you take care of yourself.
But I'm just saying though. I'm just saying you in a situation and you go to that Grammy party. You go to that Grammy party and you take the chick home. You take the chick home and then you're like, yeah, girl, let me take this shirt off real quick.
Yeah.
And you
But make sure you moisturized up under there.
Listen,
They gonna want.
smelling like
It is a thing. Cuffing season is not a thing. We're in all year
All
round.
year round,
ain't
yeah.
that
Oh, it's. I just really figured that out.
Yeah,
Too.
really?
And it's like
Lou, you on
big
the
guys.
outside.
These.
Yeah.
They.
Yeah.
They
Understood.
winning.
You might want to get.
I was just,
Yeah.
I said,
Come
Lou's
back.
on the other side.
Come
You
back,
better
Lou.
better
Lou.
come
Lou-
back.
Lou was
Yeah,
over
I'm
here
good.
before.
Oh, I know. I know.
Yeah, about 7 or 8 years ago.
Lou was on. Come back, Lou.
I'm trying to get where you are, Lou.
That's what's up, man. All right, so we call this one playing in the wrong key. So this is our version of what grinds your gears. So what's playing in the wrong key for Cris Brenham? What's a pet peeve of yours in the industry?
Pet peeve of mine in the industry. We might have already hit it a little bit, but I'll say this. One of my pet peeves is these venues having the money to pay us for 4 hours long of work, and they have it and they just don't.
Yeah.
That is, and we see.
Yeah.
We see you charging $30 and $40 at the door.
Yeah.
40 for men, 30 for women.
Yeah.
Before 12.
Yeah.
And this line is wrapped around the building.
Y'all raise y'all drink prices.
Y'all raise the drink prices because you know they gonna drink.
Right.
You know they gonna get barbecue in the back.
Yeah. Talk
I
about
done
it.
said too much.
Yeah,
already.
you
I was
said
gonna
you
say it
see.
sounds like a specific place.
Hey, talk about it.
But you know,
Yeah.
and you taking some barbecue money. Why we still making $100?
That's wild.
And everybody in this place is here.
Yeah.
Booths done sold out, tables done sold out, and we here slaving. Or as they say, kill it.
Yeah.
You know,
right.
you here to come. You come to see.
Yeah. That person.
You know.
Yeah.
You know. So it's like, pay us our worth.
Yeah.
You know. You got the money.
Yeah.
Pay us our worth.
And we ain't saying go bankrupt. Don't bankrupt yourself, but
do some research and really see what musicians are worth.
Yeah.
You don't know who you got on this stage.
Absolutely.
And that's why every time that I can, and he doesn't need my hiring, but
Yeah.
Cleon is the greatest person to ever play drums.
Absolutely.
And I don't hire him unless I know I got the budget to at least try to get to his work.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All of my people, everybody that I hire, like I don't call people for $125 no more.
Yeah.
So when you see my name come across your phone, if my name is in your phone,
Yeah.
you best believe I am doing my darndest to get you kind of what you deserve.
It's substantial.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That'll
man.
make you want to come out for 4 hours.
I had I made a post the other day. I had a partner hit me up. He hit me up and he was like, "Yo, what's good?" I was like, "What up?" And then some time went by. He was like, "You know what? Never mind." I was like, "Well, what was wrong?" He was like, "Well, a dude needed a band. He told me what their budget was." I said, "No, bro, don't worry about it." It's like he knew, you know, because one, I've set a standard for myself.
Yes.
One, and then two is like he knew, like, yeah, bro. Just even him saying my dude is worth more than that. You know what I'm saying? My guy is worth more than that. Like I'm not gonna let you waste his time.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So I definitely feel that, man. So shout out to the homie. He know who he is. I bet. So this last one, we call this one Gig Tales. Good, bad, ugly, or indifferent. What's that one gig experience that you had that you can talk about? What's that one gig tale you got?
You said good, bad, ugly, or
I said
indifferent.
good or bad or ugly or indifferent, whichever genre of story you want.
I'll tell the story of I'll tell the story of this past South by Southwest, actually.
Okay.
You know, playing and just looking out and seeing some people that we love.
Yeah.
And it's like they're actually listening to me. You know, it's, you know, and so it's like that was a great feeling.
Yeah,
that is an incredible feeling. Another one, and Tehran put me on to this too. I used to be Puma's accompanist, Erykah Badu's daughter.
Okay. Dope.
So Tehran called me one day. He was like, "Hey, can I give Erykah your number? She looking for somebody to play for Puma at her middle school talent show."
Okay.
I'm like, "Yeah,
Sure. Why not?
So Erykah calls me and she's like, Cris, hey, what's up? And I was like, hey, what's going on? She was like, I need you to come by the house and practice with Puma. And we did that, and I went and played for Puma, and DLC came by the house. And it was just like, it was just a bunch of just like, am I really sitting here?
Yeah.
You know, so I have stories to tell, but those are just, you know. She was like, you want some tea? I was like, I don't know.
From you?
What's your tea? I don't know about your tea, but I will take a bottle of water.
Right. Bottles.
Speaking, we talking about cologne. Don't she have a perfume that? Never mind.
No,
No, it's an incense.
Incense. Okay.
I want it. I want to smell it.
I want it.
I want to smell it.
I'm a collector of incenses too.
Are you really?
Yes,
Yeah.
and I've been trying. My friend was like, "It's out," and I was like, "Where?" I was gonna pay $60 for that incense, bro.
It's only $60.
Only $60.
I thought it would have been. I thought it would
Bro,
have been
she
more.
put it up online, and
Sold
in
out.
12 hours, she had made $200,000.
That's wild. I want to. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I remember when that first came out, boy. That was.
I was like, you doing what with what?
Man, look,
And it's with your what?
Yeah.
I'm curious.
give me a batch.
Give me a batch.
Get a piece of that window seat over there.
Piece of that window seal.
Window seat.
Piece of that window seat. That's hilarious.
That's hilarious.
Chris, you run into a younger version of yourself
Wow.
that wants to that want to get in the game. What advice do you give to a young Cris Brenham?
Do it for yourself. They're not gonna do it for you. Do it for yourself and be fearless.
Okay.
Because to tell you the whole honest truth, I'm still battling fear.
Really?
Yeah, and the fear is coming from me knowing the history of my city,
I got you.
and knowing
I got you.
the greatness that is here, that was here, and holding that standard. You know, my guy Daniel was like, I'm still shook because he's the only person that really reached out to me and said, "Hey, I believe in you. We got to work.
Oh wow.
This is your time."
Yeah.
And at his funeral, I was going to get a program from whoever had them, and I saw this lady with a bunch of them in her arm, and I ran out the sanctuary to go find her, and they had just played the video tribute to him, and I was bawling.
Yeah.
And because Daniel was my high school friend, like he was a senior
Oh, okay.
and I was a freshman,
Gotcha.
but we knew each other from church
Got you.
before then. And so whenever he would hug me, he was asking how my mama was doing.
Gotcha.
Like that's how
Yeah.
close we were. And I said, can I get a program? She was like, yes. She said, can I hug you? And I was like, sure. And you know, when people hug you, and you're already crying, it just makes you go, makes you go, you know, she said, she whispered in my ear, she said, Daniel wants you to know that it's your time.
That's heavy.
He wants you to live fully in your time. That's what he would want you to do. So she said, go and don't look back. And so that stuck with me, you know. And so I would tell myself to go and don't look back. And they're not gonna. I spent 10 years, bro. When I got back here, bro. I spent 10 years looking for validation.
Wow.
From the big homies.
Yeah.
You know. And it was September of 2019. I was driving home from a gig, and it was literally like God was sitting in the car with me. And me and God, we talked to each other. Like talk.
Yeah.
He was like, nigga, they not gonna do this for you. Whatever you want them to do, they not gonna do that.
Yeah.
You looking for validation, they not gonna do it. And from that point on, whoever hired me, I was okay with them hiring me for what I brought to the table.
Right.
That doesn't mean that I don't want to grow.
Yeah.
But that means what I bring to the table, you're hiring me, so that's what you want.
Right.
So I got okay with that. You know, and so I would pray that he would listen.
Yeah.
Because I wanted somebody to tell me that.
So that's a great segue to the second part of that question. What would his response be to you?
Me at that age, well, I don't even know what age you're talking about, but a younger me was
let's say 15.
15? A younger me would be like, okay, but but why they won't do it for me? You know, I've always been inquisitive.
Yeah.
You know, like I've always wanted to know, well, why? You know, so that.
Well,
okay.
Young Cris, because niggas ain't shit.
Yeah, and, you know,
I got you.
I've always wanted to know why.
Yeah.
I
understand.
I asked God why when Daniel passed.
Yeah.
I asked God why when Sean went through what he was going, what he's still going through.
Yeah.
And and it's like, and he clearly answered me. He was like, "I'm making room."
That's tough.
And it's like, what do we do with that?
Yeah.
And so with that being said, I just remain ready. Try to remain as ready as I can be.
Got you.
Yeah. So, and hope that 15-year-old Cris will go ahead and do what he's supposed to do.
Already.
Yeah.
So Cris, we called you and to come up here and do an interview and chop it up with us. We didn't lie to you. However, that's not the only reason we called you. To chop it up with us. We just wanted to take a second also to give you your flowers.
Oh, wow.
Now, we don't have the budget to give you real flowers, nor do we have the budget for fake flowers. However, I just, and on behalf of all of us, I just wanted to take a second, man, to properly give you your flowers. If we can talk about talent, you are definitely one of the ones, man. When you talk about when you use terms like the big homies and stuff like that, in my mind, you're one of those guys.
Wow.
You're one of those upper echelon guys that not just the fact that people want to be on stage with, but just want to be around. Period. Out of all this time, I've never heard a bad word spoken about you. I've never heard anybody say you do bad business. I've never heard anything like that, man. Professional, great attitude, great personality, talent, all out the freaking, you know what I'm saying, window, man. Like I've seen you like you've come to it's this one video.
Loose and low. Oh.
You this is one video, dude. You came to Loose and Low, man, and we was just up there jamming, and we created a moment, and you was on that stage, and you helped create that moment. Both threw a hat at you. You know what I'm saying? For those of y'all that don't know, in the black community, if you get cussed out, mean mug, hit, thrown that's actually a compliment.
Unless you get thrown tomatoes.
Right.
That's not
You know,
good.
It's not.
but dude, just a awesome overall person, man. And I just want to say, if you don't mind, we would kindly ask that you please keep going. Don't stop doing anything. We want more from you. We want to hear more from you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We definitely want you back. We want to have more conversations with you.
Oh, I would love to, bro.
The wisdom that you have, like I said, the attitude that you have. It's like, I mean, I've kind of taken the word humble out of my vocabulary because you know, when you go back and look up the actual dictionary definition of the word humble, it's like literally lowering yourself in order to make somebody else feel good. But it's not a cocky thing with you. It's like you know what you do. You know what you're capable of, but you still don't walk as if you're better than other people. But you also don't let people act as if they were better than you. Yeah. And I definitely love that about you. Great person, man. Y'all make some noise for Cris Brenham one time.
Appreciate it, man.
You're not gonna get no flowers from me until you get that game.
You know, I will gladly
When you say,
accept
Mel, I got the game.
that. Okay.
Holiday, I got the bike. When you say that,
Okay.
then I'll give you the flowers.
Yeah, man.
Consider it done.
He probably really
gonna go get it tonight.
Probably really gonna buy that game tonight while you playing.
Yeah, because I love Lucy.
Yeah, because I love Lucy. You know what I'm saying? Lou, what you got?
Yeah, man, it's getting good. Well, it's gotten good, man. Yeah, it's good night tonight, brother.
Yeah, man.
You just be saying shit, don't you, bro?
Yeah, I just be saying what I be saying. 'Cause I like to say it.
Saying what I'm saying.
Saying what I'm saying.
Well, I want to thank y'all for having me.
No problem.
Thank y'all for this incredible platform. People don't have a positive out.
Yeah.
You know, and this is sometimes we need to talk.
Yeah.
You know, and it's good to be able to come into a clean space and really, you know, talk it up about what they've done. And, you know, and learn about people.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of stuff that I learned about Mav.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff I learned about Qualls.
Yeah.
Which me and Qualls play a lot together.
Yeah.
You know, and so it's like,
shout out to Brian Quall.
yeah, man, that's my guy. But yeah, thank y'all for doing this and really, and my prayer is that this reaches millions. You know, and not just because of
I receive it.
Not just because of we get a chance to be on it, but just because people need to know what Dallas has.
Absolutely.
You know, and yeah. Thank
Absolutely.
y'all.
We appreciate that, man.
Yes, sir.
Well, man, with that being said, DFW Shared Sessions, we appreciate y'all support. We appreciate y'all rocking with us, man. Once again, like, share, subscribe. Go ahead and hit them with that the Zelle info.
Yes, sir. DFW
Goodness.
DFW Shared Sessions at gmail.com. I don't know why I always struggle with the shared sessions part.
Turn to your neighbor and say that ain't much.
That ain't much.
You created the thing. You should do better about that.
Hey, man.
Bo, don't.
I got a
You
thick
know he
tongue,
gonna
man.
say it. Jesus.
Bo, you can't beat me to my punchline, bro. You can't do
And
that.
remember.
But DFW Shared Sessions, we appreciate y'all so much. Tune in next time. And remember, it ain't going to suck itself.
My God.
If you don't adjust it, we will.
Jesus.
Talk to y'all later.
Oh God.